to the ring.
Hello everybody and welcome to EU Bootcamp Midweek Drills number 157. My name is Craig, I am joined by Chucky as per usual, and we have our first game in Winners Round 4. It's going to be, I think it's Fifree versus Stasayansky.
Yeah, it looks like a really interesting one. Fifree, not somebody we're too familiar with. Stasayansky has been around here a couple times, Rick Domain as we know. And this matchup, very explosive, probably leans in Joker's favor. Doesn't really have too hard of a time getting in. It is online though, so it's going to be a bit more difficult, but you know, we've seen Noxumbra do things with his character. The Valmont's plenty capable.
Yeah, we've seen Stasayansky get pretty far in bracket before as well. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how Fifree actually plays, because we don't get to see a lot of Joker online, and we certainly haven't seen this player before. At least not on stream.
Yeah, I don't really remember ever seeing them. And it looks interesting. They seem to have gotten off to an alright start so far. They're both just kind of going blow for blow, but Fifree, yeah, definitely the better share of the damage.
I like the cross under
so
followed
far
by forward smash. That was nice. All right.
There you go.
Just waits out the pressure and down smashes for the stock. All right, so with that, Fifree currently up one stock, sitting at 56%. Arsene is out. They're having trouble getting back from the ledge. They're missing these counters.
Yeah, it's so hard to deal with Belmont ledge trapping. Just in general, very strong. But found a way out and is putting a lot of pressure on on Sasayinsky. Not really having any problems getting in at all, it seems, and that Rebels Guard is huge.
Yep. Basically
on hit,
already
though.
has Arsene at the ready again. Okay,
All
loses
right.
their stock though, and therefore loses all of that meter.
Yeah, that is quite big, and Stasayinsky has a route to kind of claw back into this, but still sitting at a 100% deficit.
That was a good spot dodge into down smash. 5
Ooh.
free.
Yeah, the gun's just taking out any chance of tethering.
Okay, so
No
with
hope
that,
for you.
5 free is currently in the lead, 2 stocks to 1.
Oh, no jump. Tries to go
That's
off and
okay,
finish it
tethers
with a
in.
forward air, but yeah, it's a good drift in from 5-3. Very aware of that forward air.
Arsene at the ready.
You wonder if a nair was a better option there from Stasayinsky. Catches the spot dodge. Great SDI.
All right, Arsene is about half expired. 5 free hasn't gotten a whole lot out of it, to be honest.
Yeah, just waiting like to find any real chance to get it and get it right. And we didn't see Stasayinsky punish it on hit, which is interesting. I guess you can do that when it's with certain projectiles. But 5-3 unable to really make the most of it. Not that it matters too much when you can just kind of hit the Belmonts off stage once and use guns to kill them at whatever percent you like.
It seems like 5 free has sort of switched to a zoning game. They're just trying to get damage in before they lose this stock, which is understandable.
Yeah, and just the fact that you're in the lead means Stasayinsky feels like they have to approach.
Right.
Which
tries
obviously
to
when you're
counter,
playing-
ends up getting hit anyway with that. Both players are on final stock. 5 free does
Yeah.
not have a lot of insurance to work with, given how good that they've been playing. Like, how fantastic they've been at getting in and, like, winning in boxing range. I'm surprised at how close this is.
Yeah, it's just been that really strong ledge trapping from Stasayinsky, these huge like periods where 5-3 is just unable to get out of the corner, kind of making up the damage. And all of these like punishes on hit of these projectiles on the Rebels Guard are like really smart. There's like very good awareness and definitely more matchup experience on the side of Stasayinsky as you'd kind of expect
All right,
in this
Arsene,
matchup.
Arsene is half expired at this point. And 5 free has not gotten anything out of it. They have Stasayinsky off stage, though. Oh, he sneaks by.
Can't get the up air drag down, just about whiffs it.
All right, gets punished for that counter.
Stasayinsky looking to get back in this now.
Percents are
Percents
very
are even.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been clawed back by Stasayinsky over the last couple stocks, just kind of gradually. And 5-3 gonna
Okay.
have to deal with this now, especially on a stage like this.
Arsene is
To
back.
be losing on SBF in this matchup is not really a great sign, especially because you're gonna have to get counterpicked for a much bigger stage very quickly.
Living.
Just
Counters through
Ooh.
the fire, staying alive at 167%. Arsene is gone, tethers to stage. 5 free still fighting to get back. Okay, I was actually like a little bit concerned there.
yeah, it just needs like a fair one. Can't really go for Arsene. Getting Arsene back. I bet the guns will take it.
Nice. All right, very close game 1. 5 free barely taking that.
Yeah, those down guns just being so clutch against Belmont's tether. For 5-3 towards the end there, getting a really early stock. I remember at one point, and obviously finishing off towards the end there. Now, the question is like now that the counter picks are in, there's a lot of big stages in this game. So the rest of the stage list from here on out might favor Stasayinsky, because I do believe SV and SBF are both neutral. So at the beginning of the kind of banning phase, that kind of favors you if you're Joker, but at basically every other point, it's going to be a bit of a pain to deal with.
Okay.
Because those are the only two small stages. Those are the ones you want. Even something like a PS2, very wide, even though it is a very neutral stage.
Well, 5 free is taking their time, deciding on what stages to ban. They have not banned any yet.
Yeah. If I'm 5-3, I'm thinking about banning the bigger stages generally.
Okay.
Like a town maybe, especially because of the amount of ledge trapping that Belmonts do. They're always looking for kind of gimmicks on that town ledge to blossom. And I know Belmonts are good on Lilat, if that's legal here.
Well, Lilat is legal, and it is what we're going to.
Okay, yeah. So Lilat,
Free left
I believe,
Lilat
is
on the table, and that's where we're headed.
yeah. So it's not a big stage in the sense that the others are, but it is the Belmont's best stage because the slants benefit them in a unique way, if I remember correctly. Like you can do like down angled F smash and cover a lot of different options, and the down tilt's also really good on slants. And having that really short ledge to blast zone is also really important. But obviously Lilat is not that big of a stage, and that's probably what 5-3 is looking at. That's what is really in their favor in terms of this matchup.
Okay.
You can see that immediately, 5-3 having no problems getting in, doing solid forward.
Oh, wow,
the
low
down tilt,
profiles
yeah.
the forward tilt.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's a
can
clever way
angle
to
it
get
down. Well, no, you can't angle it down. No, yeah, that's something that a couple characters have. You got a sliding down tilt. It's really useful against Belmont.
Oh!
The call out, and I told you about that small ledge to blast on. It just came into play, dying super early.
Losing Arsene right away to that charged forward smash, was it?
Yeah. I don't even think that was tipped.
Okay,
Oh,
Arsene
beautiful
is
wave
once again
line, yeah.
active, though.
You can tell Stasainski knows why this stage is good for Belmonts. The down gun's gonna come in clutch. Yeah, can't tether, can't
Once
jump
again,
even.
Flyfree just like stealing the stock that way. Seems
Yeah.
like once Stasainski is like at stage height or lower, the stock is just basically gone and Flyfree can get to the legend time.
Pretty much, like, if you can't up B straight to ledge in this matchup, then you either have to jump or you have to tether. And you can't really do either of those against down gun on another forward air.
The stocks are
Again, that ledge to blossom.
The stocks are absolutely flying. Stasainski is currently up 2 stocks to 1.
Alright, yeah, that forward air, not exactly perfectly spaced, but 5-3 unable to really get anything going so far. Ledge trapping's been really strong so far from Stasainski, but 5-3 managed to get out pretty quick.
Alright.
Ooh, just charging it.
Yep.
Tries
Okay.
to steal another stock with a down gun, but
I feel like
that time,
Stasainski actually like tried to tether a little bit earlier just to stop that.
yeah, pretty much, just to throw off 5-3's timing. Use the invincibility at the right time to get through down guns as well. Catching that jump, trying to go for it all there. Can't snap to ledge either. But still got a full stock to play with.
Still got a full
That's a
stock
bit
to
of
play
a-
with, but they have to deal with Arsene first.
Yeah. You know,
Takes
deadly that
one
Arsene
hit
Haka
and
can
eats
do.
20 damage.
Another thing, it's really easy for the axe to go through the stage on this stage. Because of how like thin the bits at the end are.
Yeah.
Covering all this space with these holy fires and these dash attacks, and 5-3 really scared to engage at all. Just weaving in and out of this axe and cross.
Yeah, Flyfree currently sitting at 124% on their last stock. They don't have Arsene yet. They still need to take either a little bit more damage or just wait.
Yeah. Ooh,
Okay.
the
Look at a
footstool!
footstool.
Oh,
Okay, Arsene is out.
I don't think that was
Flyfree
intentional. But tip her up air.
Tip.
Beautiful.
Tip her up air at 130%. So with that,
Yeah.
Stasainski on the board, bringing it 1-1.
Especially with how like tall that up air is and how low the ceiling of this stage is. Like, that's to be expected.
All right,
This
let's
is
find
where
out.
things get.
Sorry,
Oh
go
yeah, I
ahead.
was gonna say. This is where things get difficult because if Stasainski bans SV and SBF, where do you go?
Well, I believe SBF is going to be DSR'd.
Oh damn! You don't even have to do that. You can ban SV, and your least favorite stage if you're Stasansky.
No, it looks like we're gonna go to town, actually.
Yeah, that town isn't a bad stage for Joker, just for reference. But as a pick in this matchup, probably not a great idea. You don't have access to platforms a lot of the time. It's gonna be hard to get in. Very, very wide stage, and very short ledge to blossom as well. So it's a very good stage for the Belmonts. The advantage that you do have is the platforms, when you have them, will benefit Joker a lot more. They just fit his kind of combo routes a lot more.
Okay.
And he can use them to kind of get out of situations like that.
I can see him using that center platform with sort of drag downs.
Yeah, you can get a... I guess it's harder to get the Lafobble because the platforms move a lot, but you can get it for like a good 20 seconds. Have you heard of the Lafobble?
I have not, and I'm too afraid to ask.
So you can drag down up air on a platform into a drag down up air, into a drag down up air, into a drag down up air, into a drag down up air.
Nice. Not nice, but you know.
And yeah, Leffen, I don't think he even found it, but I think he popularized it on stream, like the night Joker came out. And now it's called the Lafobble.
I've learned something today. Alright, both players at 83.6% exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, oh, that was a good punish. Pfeiffer charging up that forward smash and catching Stasansky's down air. Alright, so with that, Pfeiffer currently up by 1 stock. Sitting 3-2.
Yeah, we're starting to see Pfeiffer use these mid-range options a lot more whenever they're at F-tilt range, using like guns a lot to kind of interrupt the F-tilts that Stasansky would normally go for.
Stasansky's coming in swinging, no specials for a while there.
Yeah, the whip is really strong as like a general zoning tool, but that like low dash has really been helping Pfeiffer out.
I'm wondering if it was an issue of Stasansky not wanting to give Pfeiffer any sort of opportunity to get like the guard.
Maybe, yeah.
Because Pfeiffer's been kind of okay at getting, you know, extra meter from that.
Yeah, but Pfeiffer's realized they can't really get meter from projectiles the way they'd normally like to. Because Stasansky will just punish them for doing that. Yeah, again, the gun's coming out at mid-range whenever Stasansky feels safe enough to like throw out whip or a projectile. We're starting to see the guns just come out as a way to sort of instantly beat that and reset. That's going to make it harder for Stasansky to operate at that mid-range where Belmont is so strong. And this movement from Pfeiffer has been a lot better as well, just ducking in and out of cross range, all these like B-reverses with the guns, using it to stall in the air.
Yeah, Pfeiffer's just maintaining distance. They know that Stasansky has to approach, and that Stasansky's in, well, kill percent. They're not going to chance anything. They're going to wait. Alright, good name. Off the jump.
Yeah, nice.
And again, just jumping over that ledge attack.
Yeah, that time it was a short op, so it did kind of have a read on it, I guess. Just looking to get any kind of kill option, but so scared to engage. Knows how strong that down tilt and stuff is.
Bro should do it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and with that, Pfeiffer currently sitting 2 stocks to 1. Yes, Stasansky went out at 200-something%.
Did you see the crouch there from Pfeiffer there, just to get underneath that?
No,
that
actually, I missed it.
Beautiful stuff. That's definitely one of the ways that you have to beat Belmonts, is that like, because the F tilt is high, and although they'll down angle for there a decent amount, a lot of the time they won't. You kind of need to keep that in mind. Trying to down tilt under the guns, but not able to get it.
Stasansky got a lot of damage off of that juggle a couple of seconds ago. Like, they got one projectile in, tossed out the cross, and they just kept Pfeiffer in the air up until like 80%. It was pretty nuts.
beautiful, but no real kill to top it off.
No. Good damage, but no kill. Going right over Joker. That was a wild interaction.
I was gonna say, pop was insane.
All right. Yeah, the ledge trapping game is out, and Pfeiffer gets past it, no problem. Yeah, once again, just stepping back. They know they have a sizable lead. Pfeiffer is not going to engage. And the platform camping.
Oh my god. Did you...
We might actually go to time here. Jeez. We're currently at 1 minute 43 left.
Yeah, like, Pfeiffer sees something that we didn't, which is that you can platform camp Belmonts.
I mean, I don't think that's...
Oh, alright, there you go, yeah. Like, Pfeiffer picked town knowing that when that platform layout is around, if Pfeiffer has a lead, they can just not approach.
All right.
I feel like I was talking about the width of the stage making it harder to get in, but it also gave Pfeiffer a lot more space to kind of maneuver around those projectiles, and that ended up being really useful towards the end there. Whereas, like, in something like Lilat, if you have to get out of range of cross, you're basically sacrificing all of the stage, whereas in town, it's like half the stage.
All right.
All
well,
right.
With that, Pfeiffer will be moving on 2-1. And our next match will be Jaeger versus Danny.
Jaeger versus Danny. These are both people that we haven't seen too much of, so I'm excited. I'm interested.
Well, I believe that Jaeger is currently in the chat. So, hello, Jaeger. You are up. If you haven't not been given the stream code, I will be there to deliver it shortly.
So Jaeger is a Jaeger has been running Kazuya and Cloud in this bracket so far.
Okay.
So Cloud versus, I think Kazuya is like the preferred pick, and Cloud is kind of the secondary or the pick that Jaeger goes to in more desperate times, like as a counter pick to Game & Watch or when you're in Game 3. Maybe Kazuya's the secondary and Jaeger's experimenting.
I need to interject for a moment. Does anyone know where Jaeger is from? It's not on their Smash GG profile or on their Twitter.
Jaeger, you in chat?
Jaeger was in chat.
Jaeger, you still in chat?
Oh, I got it.
Cool.
Both the name and the Sable came in clutch here.
Nice.
Germany.
All right.
All right, and both players are in the lobby, so let's get straight to it.
Yeah, so Danny, of course, a Bayo player. So Bayo Cloud would be interesting.
It is going to be Bayo Cloud.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I expect it to be Bayo Cloud because I don't think Bayo Kazuya is great for Kazuya. And I also think that Kazuya seems to be the kind of secondary that Jaeger's been experimenting with. Rather than, like, the main. Okay. Yeah, this is, this feels surreal. This feels like a bit of a nostalgia trip. Good SDI, forcing Danny to go... forcing Danny to retreat and get the back air out of the combo rather than carry Jaeger off stage. It's going to be really important that you keep that SDI going forward, but Jaeger completely unable to win neutral so far, goes for cross/raw, base it, yeah, kind of wastes it.
Is this really going to be a 0 to death? This is absolutely nutty right now.
This is insane from
close.
Jaeger. That's close enough. Close enough.
Crossover Bear
Brilliant
catches
start.
Jaeger, and with that, Danny is currently up one stock 3-2 with only 16%.
Yeah, Jaeger not able to get a big enough hit there in the combo. Unsafe on hit. And Danny still really unable to get any kind of grip in this game. Just seems kind of shell-shocked from the first stock. Or Jaeger, sorry, seems kind of shell-shocked from the first stock. Danny, on the other hand...
Throw out that limit Blade Bleed. Blade Bleed.
Yeah, again, the second time limit's just been kind of used in bit of a frenzy, bit of a panic. No jump. That up B has been used, and this could be a 3-stock from Danny.
It's starting to look
the first
like
stock
it.
started so explosively, and it's not even like Jaeger's defense has been that terrible. Maybe could get out of the combos a little bit earlier, but in general, making sure they don't get like carried off stage and gimped super early or that kind of thing.
No, Jaeger's just been kind of getting mixed. Danny's movement is just sort
Yeah.
of like all over the place, and Jaeger ends up on like the side platform, and Danny just sort of like, I don't know
Was
what.
reverse up as disgusting, and the wait for the air dodge as well. Look at these extensions the Jaeger is getting, and Danny just can't find a hit.
Oh my goodness! Will that witch time
Unable
do it?
to
That
win
witch
neutral
time
at all.
will do
That
it.
was beautiful.
Takes that with 2 stocks incredibly dominantly. Danny winning game 1.
That really was Bale versus Cloud.
Whoa.
Anyway, no.
Wild match. Okay.
That
Let's see
was
if Jaeger can adjust.
absolutely insane from Danny. Just all of these jump callouts over and over again. Complete read on Jaeger's defensive options. Just the whole works.
That, and it feels like there was a little bit of panic use of limit as well as that really unfortunate up B.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume that was supposed to be like a side B stall. Because you could have made that back.
Yeah, I feel like that was still something that they could have made back. But here we go, game number 2. It looks like we're going to go back to small battlefield. Will we see a character change, though? I mean, the Kazuya is it could be. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Kazuya's coming out.
Yeah.
2
I guess it
heavily
makes sense.
combo-centric
I mean,
characters.
I feel like Jaeger could benefit from the invincibility, especially on a small stage where Bayo's burst options are like kind of unreactable on Wi-Fi, or at least unreactable to like a decent amount. You can see Jaeger has kind of tried to poke with bullets a little bit here. Gets a read on the neutral tech. Just about lives and gets out. And yeah, Jaeger needs to find some kind of grip. Again, Danny's just kind of weaving in and out a little bit here. The extra damage per hit is helping a little bit. But definitely needs to find like a proper opening.
Danny
Which
has
we almost
been
haven't seen from Jaeger at all so far. And Danny has been...
Danny has been incredibly
Solid.
safe and wildly slippery with this pressure.
Yeah.
Like, Danny's done a really good job of just landing pretty far away from Jaeger after like every single poke. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Rayjart
that
came
was
in
pretty
clutch,
good.
and with that, Jaeger takes first stock.
Yeah, and that was just a really good knowledge of what like Danny was gonna do, like knowing, okay, they're not actually gonna release bullet arcs, they're gonna cancel it into shield, and I can just run up and punish them for it and abuse the low weight that Bayo has.
Jeez, all this safe
Machine
pressure from Danny. It makes you realize just how like oppressive that last match really was.
All right, jab, killing, taking the stock. The Bayo buff's coming in clutch a little bit.
Still though, both players are at 2 stocks now, and Danny's pretty high in percent. They need to be very
Yeah.
careful. And again, they have been so far, to be honest.
70 needs the kill quick. Gonna be hard to find it. Done a good job of maneuvering around this Kazuya laser. It's so hard for Jaeger to really commit to anything with Kazuya.
Oh, great punish on Kazuya's up B.
Just
Danny
about.
finds a little bit of extra damage, not a lot.
Oh, the bonk!
Oh! When,
All right.
when you know your win condition, that meme is coming back. All right, so with that, Danny is on last stock. Jaeger currently up 2-1. Rayjart is offline.
Rayjart offline. It was good DI there from Jaeger to keep living, not DIing Bayonet in off the top, as we've seen so many people do. Really making the most of Kazuya's weight here, and I think that's kind of the play. Like, Danny hasn't really taken Jaeger off stage too much.
Okay.
And so, because of that, it's really hard for or like Kazuya's bad recovery is a lot less relevant. If that makes sense.
Okay. Well, with that fantastic
And so that
push
extra
time.
weight is... Oh my god, that could be it. The DI?
Oh,
No.
okay. Jaeger
Damn.
taken off the top by Danny. That was looking like Jaeger could take this game, but Danny
was
just
beautiful.
with the robbery, basically.
Pretty much. Very good, like, checks on that on the DI and on the defensive options of Jaeger, taking him all the way up to the top. And then instead of doing the nair to the right-hand side, to the left-hand side, like they normally did it to the right-hand side. Jaeger ends up DIing in, dies off the top to Bayonaire. Good mix-up.
All right, so up next we have Weil versus Nexus. We get to see Nexus again.
Nexus. Yeah, we saw
I
Nexus.
believe we saw them last week.
I believe we did for a little bit. Nexus, of course, is the Rob player. There aren't too many Robs in this bracket.
The
which
Rob
is
player.
The Rob is a Rob player. There aren't too many Robs in this bracket, which is surprising in general for an ultimate bracket.
But guess where Nexus is from? I'll give you a hint.
Yeah,
One of these players is from France. The other one
it's from not from France.
is from not
Okay.
France.
So Lithuania.
Yeah. See, if you're going to learn one thing on stream today, it is that Lithuania is not France.
True.
Oh, Palu Rob going right into it. Absolutely
Palu
no
Rob,
delay.
yeah. It's probably just the gentleman to PS2 immediately. Maybe they'll play on a different stage. No, it's SBF. The gentleman to small PS2. Or better PS2 as I like to call it. Anyway.
I prefer this over PS2 any day of the week.
Yeah.
The Nair train
yeah.
is on its way.
Yeah, 5-3 for the record, you are right. Down and out will stop you from dying to Bayonaire that early. But as I mentioned, because the Nair was actually in the other direction, to the direction it was the time before, instead of DIing in, Jaeger accidentally DI'd out because they got mixed.
It's a mix-up.
Got mixed. So, very well played from Danny. And Nexus starting to get back into this after taking a little bit of damage early on, and starting to control this space with Gyro now. Very active side B as per usual. Just needs to find some kind of kill option, trying to use Rob's good ledge trapping to do it with down tilts into the down smash.
Great
Not
combo
doing
into
it
down
yet.
smash, but not going to kill yet. Not at 133.
Some very good juggling from Weil so
Nexus
far,
with
but
a very aggressive landing with Nair catches Weil in the air, and that will be Weil's first stock.
yeah, Rob Nair is huge. And especially if you're playing someone like Palu, you're not really used to people being able to just kind of challenge and stuff like that, but Rob definitely can. Good DI away to avoid that forward air.
Oh,
DI'd in
hits.
on the down tilt though. Got caught.
Yep. Okay, so with that, both players are now on second stock.
No jump. Didn't think about it, didn't know.
Okay.
Could have just down aired there, but it's a missed opportunity. He gets the drag down up air, that's beautiful. Especially the read on the roll there. Keeps everything going as well. Seeing some nice kind of free-flowing combos here from Weil. Very good control of movement as well. You find that if you're playing someone like Palu, you've got very good, fundamentals because it's kind of all you're relying on. There are very few Palu mains. Palu has like gimmicks, but there are very few Palu mains who actually use them in terms of like the advanced stuff.
Like ledge canceling.
Teleport cancelling, and the other one is Nair loops. You can loop Nair on platforms so that you don't get the last hit that sends away.
Yeah.
And then you can just like keep doing it.
As a former Ridley main, I'm aware of that one. All right, so both players 100%. Weil not look. Oh, okay. Fast
don't know
falls the
what that
bear, and
was.
Nexus ends up SDing. With that,
I
Wild
really
is
don't know
currently
what
up
that was.
2 stocks to 1.
Yeah, Nexus getting kind of desperate for this kill. Needs something quick. Doesn't want to get caught fishing for it too hard, though.
To be honest, they don't have to fish too hard considering how high in percent Wild was, and there we go. Both players are at 0% at last stock. Great parry from Wild, and with that, they're going to take the first hit of this stock. All right, he's down tilted ledge, catching Nexus twice.
Yeah, and the down throw as well. And this damage from Wild just constantly refreshing the situation. Nexus trying to find something big, though. Wild just...
Small punish on the
Getting
teleport, but
behind.
nothing big. Both players are back into neutral.
Yeah, they're both waiting around. Trying to find this, what could potentially be a last opening. For both of them, gets first up there, can't get a follow-up.
Nexus with these aggressive landings.
Again, another DI in!
Dang.
Oh,
Okay, so
he's
with
getting
that,
mixed.
Wild is going to be taking game number 1. I noticed that especially near the end, Nexus is landing like especially aggressively, and Wild just caught on to that and just intercepted.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because you're kind of used to that, like, Rob Nair privilege, but if you start abusing it, especially against somebody who's got, like, good dash speed, like Palu, they can just kind of dash away, dash in, punish your landing, and then rinse, repeat. Got to be very careful of that. Got to be very careful of DIing in on Palu throws and down tilt. I kind of get it to a point, because, like, if you get F-throwed by Palu and you're DIing away, it's going to put you at a very awkward angle, but that's a much smaller risk, especially as Rob, than DIing in and getting hit by down throw back air. So, still can't say too much about it.
I gotta say, I'm very pleased with how fast these two players are able to choose their stages.
Yeah.
All right.
Very quick, and into Yoshi's story. So this is very small blast zones, especially for the platform heights. This is the easiest stage for ladder combos in the game by far. It's not close. So who's that really going to benefit? Do either of them have ladder combos? Not really.
No, not
It could
really, but
benefit
when it comes to, like,
some-
harassing people on these side platforms especially, Palu's definitely going to win that fight, because just look at this.
Yeah, definitely. The advantages that you have is that Rob up throw is going to kill really early, and your down throw setups will also kill earlier.
Because this is what I mean, like, Nexus keeps landing, like, super aggressively, and every single time that Wild catches them, they basically land on these side platforms. And then
Yeah,
they
and
eat
then-
another, like, 2 or 3 hits as, like, Wild just harasses them on get up.
Again, you're right, and that back air intangibility is so clutch against that Rob Nair, and I just don't think that Nexus is used to people just being able to deal with it like that.
Yeah, this stage choice is a little iffy, in my opinion.
It's not a bad stage for Rob, because the openness of the layout means it's okay if you want to camp. And again, like, there are certain Rob setups that will work a lot earlier.
Okay.
But the fact that, like, the actual width of the stage isn't that long, you got a decent ledge to blast zone, and more importantly, it's really easy to get stuck on those platforms. That's going to benefit Wild a lot. That TP cancel back air was beautiful. The up air coming out, low ceiling.
And gyro in the hands of Wild.
Oh my god, how many down tilts are you going to do?
There we go. All right, so with that, that'll be Nexus's... Nexus is on last stock, Wild has 2 stocks to work with. Yeah, things are looking kind of bad for Nexus. They need to get something going right now. They need to land something big and ridiculous.
They need to
This is
land,
Rob,
like,
though,
a
on a-
gyro combo across the stage to kill you off one type thing. Like,
Look, this is Rob and this is Yoshi's story. These side blast zones are pretty narrow, so if they can get a carry over to the side blast zone and just end it off with, like, the side B, maybe they can bring this back.
Yeah.
It's not
But the
impossible.
gyro is currently out of play right now, so while
just
gonna have
breathing in and
to
out.
play a little bit more honest than that. We haven't actually seen Wild go for we haven't actually seen Nexus go for any of those like Z-drop setups so far. Starting to DI away. Nice roll away on the platforms as well to make sure they don't get up smashed while trying to catch the neutral tech. But everybody autopilots, but just too aggressive at a disadvantage. Again, very impatient for Nexus. While just waits.
Waits it out and forward smash to take the game. And the set. That'll be it, 2-0.
Yeah, it's... You could kind of see the pick because the stage is very open in terms of like how big the platforms are. But it's also kind of small. So... it was an interesting stage pick. I don't think while... you can kind of tell that Nexus isn't that familiar with that matchup as a whole. So maybe if Nexus does play a Palu, or the next time Nexus plays a Palu, we'll see like different stage picks and different strategies. Because I don't think they really knew the counterplay there.
Okay, well up next we have Fifree versus 420 Mr. Misfire.
No, this is HKM Mr. Misfire. This is the other one.
Are both Mr. Misfires in winners quarters? No. Okay.
No,
cool.
no, there are. Both of them aren't. It's just you
Wait,
named
what?
the wrong one.
I will send you a screenshot of my Smash GG right now. I swear to God, it says 420. Look.
It says HKM.
Look.
No, wait. It says 420. It says 420 when you click on.
When you
the thing,
click on his name, it's 420.
When you click on his name, it's 420. But when you look at it in bracket, it's HKM.
What is this wizardry? How did they do this, Mr. Misfire? What did you do?
Anyway. Mr. Misfire. I've been watching a lot of Luigi lately. We've got Luigi in the UK. Do you know who Luigi is?
No.
You familiar? No. Probably I would make the claim that Luigi is one of the best, if not the best Luigi in Europe right now. Had a very good showing at the last UK major, DBZ.
Okay.
So it's very funny to watch him because he just kind of how do I put this? His advantage state is so ridiculous. And there are situations where like most Luigis wouldn't kill you where he doesn't care and does anyway. So Lugi's great. I've been going to the same I used to go to the same local as Lugi before I moved to Unidorm.
All right, here we go. Game one between Fifree and Mr. Misfire. I honestly don't know which sponsor tag to put in because, like, depending on like where you look on Smash GG, it's different.
Just go for 420.
I'm gonna go for 420 just because, like, if you inspect their profile, it's Luigi smoking a blunt. So,
yeah,
just gonna assume that's correct. Anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Luigi did just come from Canada and start beating everyone in the UK. That's pretty much it. Everyone but Bloom. That's yeah, and everyone but Pally at the last DBZ. Anyway,
pretty good back airs out of shield. Misfire being able to sort of like win a little bit in that boxing range, but Fifree is about to have our set. And there it is. Oh my goodness, the stage!
Great catch.
What the heck?
The stage spike was from the... So you get hit by Joker down air first, and then you get hit by Arsene down air. Does that make sense?
I guess so.
So...
Oh my goodness, this could be another stock right here.
Stage by Joker down air, misses the counter, and the up B out of shield will take it.
You gotta love it. All right, so with that, both players are now on second stock. Mr. Misfire currently off stage at 67% and rising. Trying really hard to get back to stage. There's the 0% Luigi hit. Is this going to be a stock?
Yeah, your SDI needs work, buddy. You died. You got grabbed once.
Gets the true combo kill. And with that, Mr. Misfire is currently in the lead, 2-1.
Yeah, especially online, but in general, like, it's very hard to react if somebody mixes up their SDI on that down throw. You just kind of have to get a different combo going. Like, if you kind of overestimate it, you'll have to like maybe go for a back air instead, that kind of thing. So it's really important that you do that so you don't get 0 to death every time. Don't get me wrong, people can just improvise stuff. I've seen Luigi One of my favorite sets is Luigi versus Darkstalker, and Luigi got Darkstalker to rage quit at the end. And part of it is because Darkstalker got grabbed on town. He did everything correctly. Luigi like had to improvise an entirely different combo, but he just invented a 0 to death. You're disgusting.
That
he just
was actually fantastic.
Tries to do the elegant tornado spacing, but doesn't, just underestimates it a little bit. Underestimates the height of up B a little bit and doesn't make it back.
Okay, so with that, both players are currently on last stock.
Oh,
There goes Arsene. Both players sitting around 55%.
yeah.
Misfire caught off stage with the down bullets. It's okay. Making it back. You hit with
Yeah, you
Lugon,
can
though. They're
see-
taking that extra damage over time.
A lot more zoning coming out now from Fairfree.
Yeah.
Saw this last game as well, just using down gun and side B. Make it really hard, dominate that mid-range, just wall Luigi out. You know, Luigi's mid-range options aren't really a thing.
Nope. Fireball is basically it.
Fireball's not even really a mid-range option, it's more of like a zoning tool. To kind of just stop you from approaching.
Alright, coming in with the dash attack.
Like, your only real mid-range option is, and that also kind of sucks. So you just sit out in that, like, gun range there.
Oh!
You gotta be careful, though. Misfire reacts to the cross-up dash attack with an up B out of shield, and that's it.
Very,
yeah.
very nice for game one.
I was talking about Luigi. I was gonna say, Luigi just invented his own 0 to death on town. Because Darkstalker, like, counterpicked him there. Like, hey, yeah, Darkstalker counterpicked him there. He SDI'd perfectly. There was no way Luigi could get the normal 0 to death and have it kill.
Can I just...
So he invented his own one.
Can I just say
like-
that I appreciate Mr. Misfire taking every single stock with up B?
It's the Luigi way. Alright. SBF again. Judging by the way 5-3 was playing the last bit of that game, I would assume you'd want to go to a wider stage. Maybe one with a higher ceiling as well. So it's a little bit harder for Luigi to gimmick you. Although, knowing Misfire, like Town and... Yeah, to be fair, like Town is the only stage you really have to worry about in terms of ceiling size, because a lot of it will work on Battlefield as well, which is the Kalos height as well. So, if Misfire bans Town, then I guess you can't think about 0 to death counterplay too much, but you can think about other stuff. Just pick a wider stage, pick a stage that you can kind of get around Misfire. It's harder for him to get in.
Look at that
Maybe a
pressure and
stage where you
threatening
can
the
platform
grab.
camp him.
Misfire's
'Cause you
pressure
can-
and then threatening grab immediately on landing. Oh, that might be it. Unless we get a misfire! Oh, actually, no. Never mind. Mr. Misfire makes it back anyway.
Mr.
I
Misfire doesn't
underestimate
need the
Luigi.
Misfire. Ooh, trying to catch an air dodge. Unable to get it.
I heavily underestimate Luigi. There we go. That counter is going to do it. And with that, 5-3 takes the first stock.
We've seen 5-3 go for that a lot, starting to get more consistent at it. Ooh, going for the gimp. Beautiful.
Great ledge play by Mr. Misfire. And with that, both players are at 2 stocks, 0%.
Yes, the disadvantage of the tether recovery. Mr. Misfire using it really nicely, just looking for a grab. You can see Fairfree platform camping, knowing that Misfire has to poke until 5-3 is out of 0 to death %. Tries to go for the nair grab, doesn't get it, gets the dare grab instead, but yeah,
I
it's
love Luigi Tornado just tanking everything.
yeah, invincible frame 1 in the air. Did you know that?
You told me about that before, yes.
Yeah, it's I don't know why that's real, but there you go. Try to start combos with reverse up there.
Okay, making it back, taking a little bit of damage over time. Mr. Misfire sitting at 85%. And currently trying to recover. Every single time I see that plunger at this low percent, man, I get concerned. I know they're out of the combo kill range. But even still. All right, Arsene is out and Pfeiffer going in.
Oh,
And the
the
counter,
misfire
just
catch.
like last stock. Okay, so with that, Pfeiffer currently sitting 2 stocks to Mr. Misfire's 1.
Down B? I'm interested to know why Mr. Misfire's waiting instead of pulling the trigger on the back of there. We were down B.
I got nothing for you, man. I have no idea.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the gun just
What do you
keeping
do?
Mr. Misfire
What do you
out.
do?
That was actually pretty funny.
Hello and welcome to Joker Neutral.
I'm trying to kick you. Stop shooting me. Oh my goodness.
right.
Charges that up smash and lets it rip, catching that roll from ledge. And with that, both players are on last stock, low percents.
Yup, just needs a grab. Pfeiffer knows it, trying to platform camp.
No, Misfire, you're not going to get a grab like that. Pfeiffer has been baiting you with that this entire time.
Maybe this is why we're seeing
Oh my
SPF instead of
goodness,
PS2.
are you
because,
kidding me
like,
right now?
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
Because I was going to say, it's impressive that Pfeiffer has managed to platform camp on a stage as small as SPF.
It's because Misfire's just waiting for him to land on the stage, and he's not.
Like, and especially with, like, platforms that low as well. It is kind of impressive, but... Oh, that's it.
The drag down grab,
Oh,
that was
gets
fantastic.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a down smash, but just going for another grab. I guess knowing that it wouldn't kill.
Hey,
No.
rage.
That was part rage, and that was just part of the extra percent that Pfeiffer had gotten.
Okay, Mr. Misfire not looking so good. Catches an Egon off stage, and that will be it. Goes off the top blast zone, and with that, Pfeiffer evens up the score 1-1.
Yeah, very patient from Pfeiffer towards the end there.
Nice.
And I guess it's kind of smart. It's just good knowledge at the end of the day, like to know. Yeah. I don't even know what I was gonna say. It was just smart to know that, like, because of the gap in the SBF platforms, it's relatively easy for him to platform camp because they can just move between the platforms, like, constantly. It's very easy because of how close the platforms are together and how big they are. So even though they're very low, and even though the stage is very small, you can still do it. Whereas normally you would go to a stage like a Yoshi's, especially, to platform camp, or a Kalos, rather than what we got.
Well, here we go with game number 3. Let me take a look at where we're actually going to go. It looks like it's going to be Smashville. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, so that's the advantage of Smashville. The disadvantage is the platform is very high. So we're going to see platform camping.
I see that good for Luigi, though, because 0 to death not interrupted by platform.
True, but you can just sit on the top of the platform and he can't full hop to it.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. Here we go, game number 3.
So I can tell you from watching Streaks try to platform camp Luigi very recently, this is a stage where that's a thing that can happen. That's another Luigi story, by the way, whilst we're here kind of waiting for them to get
While
it.
we're
get
still
a hit.
talking about Luigi.
We are, because Luigi is great. But I remember Luigi was playing Streaks in, I think it was the Losers Finals or Losers Semis of DBZ, and Streaks picked Kalos and started platform camping. He got, like, the 0 to death started, but his SDI was good, so he forced Luigi to, like, back air him off the Kalos platform. But Luigi just got, like, a Z to dash attack anyway and 0 to death him by, like, ledge trapping him.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit.
Pfeiffer going so low with that counter, and with that, Mr. Misfire's first stock is gone. Pfeiffer currently sitting 3-2.
So he ended up dying despite trying to platform camp him. and also having to approach the rest of the game because he was losing. Alright.
Alright, 5-3 sneaking past Mr. Misfire with that roll from ledge. Damage over time has done a lot of work this stock. I think most of Mr. Misfire's damage is just from side B.
Ooh.
Okay, with that, Luigi Tornado taking 5-3's first stock. Both players on second stock.
Yeah, 5-3 just gonna hang out on the top SPF platform. But Mr. Misfire, not too afraid to join him, to be fair.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised, even if they were mid-air, to see 5-3 go for that, like, counter without Arsene. Seeing that, I'm just thinking, like, you're just asking to get grabbed. Unless that was conditioning.
Yeah. I guess maybe... Oh, again with these counters, it's just so hard for Misfire to get back on the stage.
Misfire really doesn't have many options in terms of getting back, and that counter is just so good at shutting them down.
Pretty much. The only things you've really got is, I guess you can try and wait it out. That's about it.
Okay. With that, 5-3 is currently sitting on 2 stocks to Mr. Misfire's 1.
Yeah, that stock buffer is huge in this matchup. Misfire needs to find a kill pretty quick if they want to get back into it.
And 5-3 is not going to approach. We know this. 5-3 has, every time that they've taken the lead this tournament, they back off and they play that long-range game.
Yeah. Especially against a character like...
You know what? As soon as I say that,
gets desperate for the kill. Yeah, it's very uncharacteristic and it could cost them. One grab's all it takes.
And Mr. Misfire's fishing for it.
Yeah, but 5-3, as I said, you can platform camp on the stage. Five-3 almost wants to get hit at this point just so they don't get zeroed to death.
Yeah. Alright. Nothing big yet. It's going to be a while before Arsene is back on the field, so the way that 5-3's been taking these stocks with these counters is not online and won't be for a while.
Ooh, almost trying to go for a Zera and a grab confirm.
Alright,
and if this is the last hit, unfortunately, for 5-3. Yeah, that's what I just said. This was the last hit.
The rage.
Good. Part rage, part misinput, part STI. Just can't get the 0 to death. Flubs the kill, gets punished for it, and that puts 5-3
in winner semis.
Ahead of Mr. Misfire into winner semis against Weil. And just for the record, on the other side of bracket, Fleecy beat Fabio. So we will potentially see 2 Luigis in top 8 if we see Mr. Misfire win some more sets.
Okay, so with that, our next match will be Fleecy versus Mayor NYC.
Interesting. So we have seen Fleecy a couple times. Luigi, as we've just discussed, very funny character. Fun to watch. I wouldn't really enjoy playing him though.
I feel like I have to ask this every single time that Fleecy is in bracket. Where is Fleecy from?
I don't know.
It's not on their Smash GG profile. Please, people, for the love of God, fill that out. It makes... I'm sitting here with no information. But this will be our last match in winner's quarters. Wherever Fleecy's from. Oh, I got a ping. What is it about? It is not about this. Okay, cool. Darn. I was hoping that was like, yes, information! It's not. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is a scammer. I'm just going to block them. Get out of here.
Stasainsky, by the way, went out to prom in losers round 5.
You're gonna have to explain that to me because I don't know what that means. Went out to prom?
What, the player?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have explained that. So Stasainsky went out to prom, the Bowser Jr. player, who is currently playing Wobble.
Went out
Pyramid
to prom.
Yeah, that sounds like a very interesting reason to DQ.
No,
especially in this time of year.
But seriously, people, where the hell is Fleecy from?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Hold on. From Can I search this on Discord? From is it in their profile, please? Fleecy. Maybe it's in their profile? UK. Okay. So it is in their Discord profile.
Luigi's. This is why I've been talking about Luigi. This is what Luigi does. Our scene is just Luigi.
I thought your scene had a lot of Bayos.
That's true. Our scene has a lot of Bayos, a lot of Luigis. We had a couple DDDs for a while. We had the best DDD in the world for a while, or at least a rival to with the Tomsk. But he switched to Sonic.
You know what? I'm gonna have to stop you right there because, as someone from the Pacific Northwest in the United States, or I should say North America, because considering the guy I'm about to mention is Canadian, Big D, Dawson, you're disrespecting my man Dawson as the best DDD. I don't think so.
Pelly was up there with Atomsk and Big D as the DDD contenders.
Did they have PGR wins?
Pelly had PGR wins.
Okay.
Yeah. Pelly was on EUPR, like 25th. Somewhere around there. Like, to get like top 30 in EU in your continent using DDD is like, damn. But Pelly switched to Sonic.
Free in chat. Wait, it's all Luigi and Bayo? Yeah, haven't you heard? Like, that's all the UK is, really.
No,
it's just Luigi and Bayo. Bayo.
No,
Balo.
We've got Darkstalker who has. I'm not going to explain Darkstalker. I need you to watch Darkstalker gameplay because it is.
I mean, I love that game. Classic arcade game. CPS3 hardware. Great games.
Oh, that's what it's named. That's what he names his tag after. That is actually the reason.
Cool.
But how do I put this?
I don't know. I'm gonna put this as here comes an upbeat.
He's dead. Mayor NYC's dead.
What?
Oh no.
Okay, Livin'
Fleecy
taking
goes for
97% for that.
Yeah, I think because it's SV is the same ceiling as like Battlefield, right? Might be a little bit higher. So maybe Bowser wouldn't have died.
I don't know. I've got no idea. That was a lot of damage very quickly, though.
Yeah, Doobie Bowser. These two are going in. Uppy out of shield, gonna come in clutch a little bit, but Luigi does have very good shield pressure, so...
Wow, despite that ridiculously strong start, Mayor NYC brings things back, taking the first stock.
Yeah, all you need is a couple reads. Refresh the situation once or twice for Bowser and you're good. You don't really need to even get that many combos. Oh, the call out there. Huge damage.
Great punish.
That's it.
Yeah, that tornado. Yeah. Oh no, the tornado's not going to do it.
Good DI. Right, the mix-up.
All right, good flame breath, lots of damage. Bowser bomb.
Yeah, it could
Mayor
be
running away with these stocks.
As I say that.
Just run off the ledge and forward air. There we go. So with that, Mayor currently sitting 3-1 on stocks.
Doesn't really feel like it. It's been a very explosive start from Mayor. Oh, tries to up smash it, but unable to get it out in time. Still not killing. It's got to be a little bit stale now, surely. All these... Yeah, just getting punished for not great spacing. Is that it? That's it.
There's the red flash, but no kill.
Yeah, that's the problem with going to SV against Bowser, is that you've got that top platform.
Oh my goodness, this is so close to a 3-stock.
Just looking for any way to get out. There you go.
There we go.
Alright, now you've got Rage on deck though. Maybe a 0 to death will work. Maybe a grab's all you need if you're Fleecy. Trying to go for platform camping, trying to tough guy through some of these aerials, taking a solid 35 though. Fleecy pushing forward a little bit, gets grabbed, that's it.
Great Bowser bomb.
Can't be shielding like that. Alright. Yeah, so we got a UK Ditto here, unfortunately, but you know. Bowser versus Luigi is a UK matchup, kind of. What do you think about it? We were talking about the scene and how it's all Luigi and Bayo. That's not strictly true.
It's not strictly true. You clearly have a Bowser. They're on the stream right now.
Yeah.
But that's the only one.
We've got
the rest is just Bayos and Luigi's.
We've got some Spaceys. We've got Jackster and Streaks. And we've got some generic character players. We've got like Dark and
You've
Crispy.
got Character Crisis mains is what you got.
Bloom is definitely that. Bloom's like the gluttony of the UK specifically. Where like he's only lost one tournament since Offline has come back, and it's because he went Young Link, and he's like almost never played that character. He did a worse. He did like a local version of Zakray's thing where like, no, it was arguably more insane because like he won a local with Sora, and that local was the first time he ever played Sora. He didn't have it on his Switch. He just like, and that local had good players.
Fundamentals.
That local had good players. Oh. Yeah, that's one thing that Misfire might need to work on, is trying to get these combos off of like your aerials or Zair.
So wait,
because you do want to confirm into grab and.
How did Fleecy lose that stock, by the way?
Just, I think it was an edge guard and like a lot of solid damage. It's Bowser, you just get hit a couple times and then you die. It's like, there's no real like combo or kill confirm. It's just like you lose neutral or you get the situation refreshed enough that you just die.
Okay. Alright,
Bowser
they're
doesn't
trying
really
to come back. Getting hit with all of these minor hits on ledge. He trades one ledge for another ledge.
Luigi's two-framing game is strong. And those Zairs can be deadly. Falls out of dash attack, did not expect it at all.
Nope, and with that, Mayor NYC going to the bottom blast and both players on 2 stocks, but Fleecy has 110% to their name. Oh, okay, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, just a little bit too much.
Luigi grabbed a low percent, not quite working out this time.
Yeah, just hit Mayor a little bit too much. Unable to get things going. Beautiful little custom combo there, though. Huge damage. Fleecy's done a better job this time around of recognizing what is and isn't safe on that Bowser up B. Trying to get the pivot grab, not yet.
Double
beautiful
parry.
Double parry. Doesn't read the tech roll in though. Just needs to get this kill quick. Percentage deficits against Bowser are not fun. Sour spot there, will take it though.
Got that kill quick. Alright, both players last stock, low percents. Fleecy taking a lot of damage right out the gate though. Fleecy wants
yeah,
that
just try
grab.
to mash.
The Fleecy wants that grab so badly.
Grab. Yeah. Really needs it. This is the situation where you know Luigi kind of needs the grab. But it's also the situation where, like, Fleecy needs to be aware that Mayor is expecting the grab and condition around that, rather than doing what they've done.
Fantastic punish on that grab, and with that, Mayor is going to be taking the set 2-0. And we are going to be moving on to winner semis.
You have to acknowledge that your opponent is going to know, like, in that situation, Mayor is going to know what you're looking for, even if you didn't make it obvious. Absolutely they know. So you can condition around it without even necessarily doing it. You can, like, condition without action, is the cool term. Where, like, somebody knows the matchup well enough, where the fact that they know what options to be scared of is enough for you to kind of play around that and condition them. You can kind of pull them on invisible strings on things that they're scared of that you haven't even necessarily indicated you're going to do, but that they just know you're going to do because it's a good option. Alright,
I'll take your word for whatever you just said. I was updating the scorecard. Up next, we have Fifree versus Weil.
Yeah. Weil's
Fifree in chat, Luigi just wants one thing and it's flippin' disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So Fifree has been doing well in Sweden locals, as Dopaman has told us. Doing well here as well, beating Stasayinsky, Mr. Misfire. Playing Weil now.
If they win this, they'll be up against another Luigi.
Another Luigi?
Oh, potentially, at least.
No, because they'll be in winners' side finals, so they...
Wait, I'm dumb.
Yeah, no. They're not going to play... They might play another Luigi in Grands if we see a really great losers run, but...
Speaking of I'm dumb, everybody, let me know how the audio is, please, for the love of God. Last week we went with some basically unlistenable audio for like 6 sets, and nobody said a word. So, if there is any issue with the audio whatsoever, please let me know. Like if it's a little late, or if it sounds a little off. Please. Please tell.
Alright, so what are we going to go for? Yeah, we're going for Fifree Weil next. Our other side of bracket is Mayor NYC versus Danny. Beat Jaeger earlier. And that's going to decide our grand finals. Or our winners finals, sorry. Which could decide our grand finals, you never know. In losers bracket, we've got Mr. Misfire, who is waiting for either Pika Blue or Michaelis. Pika Blue, who's had a very good losers run, going all the way from losers round 3.
Nice.
And in losers round 6 right now, trying to make their way into losers top 8.
Hey, wait a minute. We have 2 people named Danny in the bracket.
Wait, is it spelt the same?
Exactly the same.
Are they both Bayo players?
No, one of them played Sora.
Damn it.
But I was a little bit confused. I was like, wait a minute. That person's in winner's bracket. But anyway, here we go. Game number 1 is going to be Weil versus Fifree, and we get some city trial music in. Very nice. Okay. Joker versus Palutena.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard ultimate matchup. I'm gonna assume that it's relatively even. I don't think Palu has anything particularly great on, yeah, I don't think Palu has anything particularly great on Joker. I don't think Joker has anything particularly amazing on Palu either. I guess you've got some decent stuff on the neutral beat to farm for Arsene. Lovely ledge trump, catching the eager double jump onto stage.
Okay, so with that, Fifree currently up 3 stocks to 2.
Seeing a lot of crouches as well, trying to get under that back air.
Oh my goodness, just charging out forward smash and letting
you
it
caught
rip.
that on Wi-Fi?
Stealing?
You caught that online? How?
Another stock.
What kind of... You didn't, like... To catch that online, you can't react to that the way you would normally.
I just
to
want to
catch
point
that
out...
online, you have to just read it completely and entirely and look at the movement.
I just want to point out that Pfeiffer just, like, consumed 2 stocks in 1 Arsene.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Snowballing.
A little bit.
Just
While still not out, though. While still not out.
Yeah, these guns are making it kind of hard to get in. Another Arsene coming out. Another robbery imminent, it seems, but not right now. While getting the dash darts in celebration to the 2-frame.
All right. Looks like Wile's going to be carrying Pfeiffer over to the other side of the stage without snares.
Yeah, I was going to say, Weil is a very composed player so far. So it seems like they're kind of going to hold their own in spite of the explosiveness of what they've just had to deal with.
Okay, hopping over the explosive flame, but gets caught with the explosion.
Trying to get another 2-frame there. Gets overeager with the grab. Fair free with the back air. I think that second stock snowballed so hard. And we saw Weil kind of calm down and relax a bit afterwards and get back into it at least a little bit more. So maybe that's promising for the next game in the set. Maybe it won't be as dominant, but that's kind of got to shake you, doesn't it?
Okay, so with that, Pfeiffer taking game number 1. Where are we going for game 2? Pfeiffer in the chat, did Up Guns not have sound for you? It had a weird muffle sound for me. I don't know. I can't hear the game. Battlefield up next. Sticking with the same characters, sticking with the same stage. Let's go. All right. Wow, sort of walling out Pfeiffer at the very start here, getting some damage in. I like to see it. Wow, sort of like Pfeiffer, the rare instance where Pfeiffer sort of like goes in aggressive while steps back, takes advantage of it. Great 2-frame.
Beautiful. 0 to death as well. Very calm. 0 to death, like kind of composed, just constantly refreshing the situation. Starting to adapt to this matchup now, using the fair to clank as we saw earlier. Finding a lot of these openings, getting a little bit harder for fair free.
Yeah, like I said, this is kind of interesting because we've got in the last couple of sets that we've seen Pfeiffer, they just haven't played aggressively for the most part. They sort of like wait things out, but that has completely changed in this game, and it's not working.
It's just that kind of, when you're down, especially by this much, like especially after you've just been 0 to death, there's kind of this impatience that sets in. And as the lead grows now, like the need for Pfeiffer to approach and get the damage up just kind of increases, right? Because you can't really be as patient as you otherwise would if you are down a full stock, maybe 2 now, because Weil's just not going to approach you, you know. They just win in that situation, right? So Pfeiffer has to be a little bit more calm than they've been so far, like just kind of mashing forward a little bit too much without any real sense of purpose, but just slowly started to calm down, settle in a little bit, get some extra damage on Weil.
Okay, Arsene
is out now as well, yeah. Forward air, oh, beautiful.
Down throw to forward air. There we go. And so with those 2 stocks, Weil is currently sitting 2 stocks to 1 against Pfeiffer.
Yeah, very different game. But it's a very different game, but it's kind of the exact opposite of before, where we saw a very
Well, like I said, Pfeiffer is playing like way more aggressively than they have in previous sets right now. Like, they are absolutely going in.
Pfeiffer kind of does this and then only really starts camping once they've got the lead, but they haven't really had the opportunity to have a lead and to hold it and camp with it the way they normally would.
Okay, gets sort of pushed off the edge with that forward smash.
Oh, beautiful catch.
All right, so with that, Arsene has expired. Pfeiffer sitting at 84%.
Ooh, just shields in time.
All right, back throw sends Pfeiffer off stage. No catch, no punish either.
This is the
Great
second
drag
time
down,
you whiffed
down
that
smash.
punish just back here. It's the second time you whiffed it. You've got to... Like, the first time is understandable because you think you can punish it, but second time is like, you know that the F smash
You don't
isn't
have the time
guaranteed.
to do that.
Yeah, like, you don't really need to go for that again. You buffered it the first time.
Okay,
Like, what do you think's changed?
that was a very good explosive flame to sort of like get Pfeiffer away from the ledge, but now Arsene is out. Still though, Pfeiffer might die to this.
Oh,
It looks
beautiful
like they
catch.
will. Catching the jump with up air, and with that, the score is even, 1-1.
In its own way, that was kind of a mirror image of the first game where we saw a 0-to-death and we saw the person who had that 0-to-death just kind of take control from there.
Doberman's
Whilst the
asking-
opponent settled in a little bit.
Doperman's asking, is this that exclusive song from the Kingdom Hearts game? Do you have it? I do not have it, but I don't think that prevents players from choosing it if they own it. Also, depending on how Disney handles copyright, I may have to mod it out.
No, what they mean is the like the one from the rhythm game.
Yeah, I know what he means, but even still.
Oh wait, so you can get it on random, you just can't.
No, I'm guessing that if one of the players owns it and chooses it,
Oh,
like you can
right,
select
okay.
music specifically. But I'm actually like concerned about the copyright situation on that one because Square Enix already claims my VODs.
Yeah.
All right,
I guess we
game
can have
3. Weil versus.
Yeah,
Pfeiffer.
like for reference to Doberman, it's a bit like we can see them play on Northern Cave even if Craig doesn't own Northern Cave, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just can't select it myself. Anyway, game 3. Let's see how these players adapt. Okay, good catch with that nair. Pfeiffer just kind of like low profiling things. Alright, Arsene active and immediately with the side B. Weil is going to be taking some damage over time for a while. Oh my goodness, fantastic catch on that neutral air dodge with that forward smash. Pfeiffer looking very strong right now. No counter. Weil goes over it without any attack. No
Yeah,
punish
and
on
both
the
of them are
F smash
kind of
either.
going in a lot, trying to find that first kill. Pfeiffer is the one who ends up taking it.
Yeah, Pfeiffer at the very tail end of Arsene manages to land an up smash and taking the first stock.
Yeah, while trying to space around that get up attack. Was unable to, and Pfeiffer getting a bit too cocky with the guns out there. And this seems a lot more even than either game. Whereas the first two games had these kind of dominant starts for both players, although albeit in very different ways. Wild's a little bit more patient, Pfeiffer is definitely more explosive.
Yeah, there was some very
This game
smart
seems
plays
to
around
be-
that side platform just a moment ago. Very patient plays. Both of the players sort of like waiting each other out and waiting for the first person, waiting for someone else to make a move.
Yeah, the movement has been really on point from both of them, especially while seeing those wave lands so consistently. Alright.
Yeah, it's super even, but I feel like that's going to change right now with Arsene.
Yeah, in sets like this, it can often be the tipping point.
All
How
right,
can you
lands
handle it?
just outside of grab range, while
Beautiful
going for the grab
spacing.
and gets punished with a forward smash. Yes, indeed, good, beautiful spacing. So with that, Pfeiffer is currently in the lead, 2 stocks to 1. All right, Arsene expired. Pfeiffer currently sitting at 70%.
All right, a lot of Nares coming out now. Getting a little bit desperate for it. Just looking for that kind of bread and butter. With the back air coming out, got priority as per usual. Got to be careful when you're trying to edit Palu. Down tilts, yeah, a lot of sliding down tilts. Palu does have a problem dealing with low profiles.
I feel like both of these players just sort of like went in swinging right there.
Yeah. Trying to go for these up airs. Good DI though from Weil. The setup's not really working quite yet. They're both just kind of going in.
Yeah.
Fairfree seems like very willing to finish this off now, whereas Weil seems very willing to get back into this, trying to find a way in. You can tell both of them know the matchup. They're not falling for any of the gimmicks that either of them have.
Yeah, it's so hard to say. That was a very nice TP cancel, but unfortunately still in disadvantage. And with
beautiful.
that stolen ledge and back air,
Don't forget this feeling.
Pfeiffer is going to be taking the set 2-1. And we move on to the other side of winter semis. Also responding to chat, yes, smash tourneys indeed. All right, so our last match in semis is going to be, let me double check that and make sure I get it right, Mayor NYC versus Danny. So Bowser versus Bayonetta. This should be interesting.
Oh, it's the X-Curve set. Bowser versus Bayonetta. Yeah, basically, if Bayo gets to carry Bowser off stage, and they probably will, can kind of be it at times, but the advantage that you have as Bowser is it's kind of like Bowser Chic, where it's like, okay, but, you know, if you don't think about the matchup optimally, and if you think about it practically, Bowser can just kind of hit you, and Bayo doesn't get the same amount of damage off like mistakes and basic errors and that kind of thing.
It's the classic sort of like glass cannon versus a tank kind of thing. Bayo's gonna combo Bowser for days. Bayo's gonna have absolutely no trouble carrying Bowser over to like the side blast zones or near the top, but also Bayo's gonna die super fast.
Yeah.
Bayo can't take a hit. So yeah, it's just that classic like super heavyweight versus combo centric lightweight that you usually get in like fighting games. So I'm excited to see it, because it really, despite like the weird matchup, it can go either way.
It can, yeah. It can be a lot of fun. And both of them kind of have to go in to get any mileage really, and neither of them can really outrun each other. So they're both just gonna kind of. They'll go in, but in different ways. We're going to see a lot of jump callouts, I think, from Bayo. A lot of that upwards ABKs, try and catch the Bowser fair, especially at low percent.
Gonna try.
Yeah.
Pfeiffer, I need to eat now, so if I am not back before the next game starts, please just wait for me a little more.
Just,
Scared.
yeah. Tell us, I mean, you're in winners finals, right? So you've got a little bit.
It's just this match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, we do a loser's set before winners finals.
True. We can always do that.
So it's not too big of an issue. Peekaboo and Michaelis is still going.
Is it
That's
really?
a 26-minute
Hold
long
on,
set.
let me scroll down. That is still going. What are they playing? It's Yoshi versus Pikachu.
Peekaboo is T-Jolt camping. There's no other explanation. That or Michaelis is egg camping, or in the extra cursed example, they're doing both. To be fair, if we're lucky, we could get Mr. Misfire versus Black Steven Man. Incineroar versus Luigi.
Yo, can we actually get Incineroar versus Luigi? I'd love to see it.
That's the kind of matchup that I play Ultimate for.
Unironically,
These
same.
wacky mid-tiers just killing each other for a dumb percent for no reason. Beautiful ignorance.
Unironically, I love it as well.
Alright. Wobble has had some losers run, by the way.
Hey, wait a
Knocked
minute.
out to losers round 5.
These flags are wrong.
Are they?
Yeah, they should be the other way around.
Oh, yeah, they should. I
Fix
wasn't
that
checking
real
them, I
quick.
was checking bracket.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I got it. There we go.
They did a small break in the set.
Yeah, you
What,
can't do that. You cannot do that. That's
What?
incredibly illegal. We ha-
Do they have a drinks break? Huh? I'm just picturing.
No, for
the
real
two-
though, you cannot do that.
playing
You've got a
watch.
lot of people waiting on you. It's not cool.
Yeah, don't.
All right, here we go. Game number 1, Danny versus Mayor NYC. Let's get to this. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. We're going to small battlefield.
Yeah, I'll go into SPF. It's a nice and small stage as well.
Nowhere to
All right.
nowhere to hide.
Yeah, Danny immediately the aggressor so far, getting huge damage, pushing Mayor off stage.
This is what I was
Really
saying.
good start.
There's
Yeah, but-
nothing stopping Danny from like just bridging Mayor all the way to the side blast zone.
Nothing at all, especially with SPF platform extensions. But who cares when you've got Flame Breath? Again, that
Ooh.
autopilot tech in place, dude. That's so dangerous.
I'm actually a little bit
Ooh.
surprised because the last time that we saw Danny, they were extremely good at like ridiculously safe pressure. And
Yeah.
right here, it feels like they're getting caught by a lot.
It's harder to do that safe pressure against somebody with Bowser's like anti-airs and out shield options. Ooh,
Okay.
beautiful. It's good SDI there to make sure you're on the other side of side B so that you get back head into the center stage. Ooh, the
Tries to
witch.
get
Beautiful.
the witch time, but good boundary ball.
Indeed, looking for a back air now and up tilt. Again, like Bale's weakness is killing because the kill confirms aren't really that great for the character if you don't get an edge guard. There isn't too much you can do. Looking for a down air now and up tilt back air maybe. Tries to get a back air there, but it's good SDI again from Maya, just living still.
Yep, Mayor currently at 190%, currently up in stocks 3-2. Oh, held shield for a while there. That was looking
Yeah,
dangerous.
the bullet art's coming out. Helping that extra safety.
Okay. Mayor currently sitting at 211%.
Yeah, it just needs a back air or an up. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
I was gonna say
Okay.
an up tilt, but that wouldn't work either.
Both players now on 2 stocks.
Yeah, but how many openings does Danny really need? Just an edge guard, right?
Not really, and
Here we
especially
go.
at low percent, this is the absolute best time for them to carry Bowser over to the side blast zone.
Yeah, and Maya forced to up be really high, just letting Danny get another combo extension.
Good
Some
pressure.
really good pressure, yeah. On the up out of shield, baiting it
heel
out.
drop?
Did it again.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness, just walks up. Was that a down smash?
It was pivot cancel down smash.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, so with that, Mayor once again in the lead in stocks, 2-1. Danny's getting a lot of damage done,
That's it,
taking
that's
Mayor
it.
to the top blast
Yeah.
zone, and that will be it for Mayor's second stock. Both players last stock situation here.
It is, but having the percentage lead, especially in this matchup with this weight difference, this difference in damage per head as well.
Yeah,
It's
this
huge.
is
Maya, yeah, Maya
Dangerous.
can just fist for trades and eventually they'll kill. Ooh, good SDI
Not if
again.
Danny
Gets
manages
looped back
these-
onto the platform.
as
No!
I say it.
Oh, just not aware of that down air. Got caught by it a couple of times and gets caught by it again. And
Mayor NYC.
Maya, yeah, on the ropes towards the end there, but just clutches it out.
I wonder why their name is Mayor NYC. I'm gonna have to ask later.
Yeah, that's Interesting.
But anyway, taking game number 1, currently sitting 1-0 in the bracket. I'm sorry, 1-0 in the set. What am I saying? Let's see where we're going for game number 2. Honestly, I don't know what I would do in this sort of situation. I think what I would do is I'd want to go for a stage with good platform extensions as Bayonetta, and also, like, I'm gonna guess that stages with, like, smaller blast zones are gonna be off the table. I would maybe choose one with, like, kind of, like, short side blast zones? I'm not sure. How do I get into the head of a Bayonetta? Mayor NYC, it's my name. I used to live in New York. Nice. Okay, so, you know what? The stage that I would have selected with my limited Bayo knowledge is what's going to be played. We're going to Yoshi's Story.
Oh, we're going to okay. So, here's the problem. Do you know how good Yoshi's Story is for Bowser?
I have no clue. Please educate me.
So, you can Bowser Bomb on Yoshi's Story platforms. Think about how high those are.
Yeah.
And then think about how the ceiling on Yoshi's Story is the same as the ceiling on SBF. Yeah. So it is a very good stage for Bayo, but it's also a ridiculously good stage for Bowser. So this is maybe not an ideal pick.
All right, well, we will see. Here we go, game number 2, Danny versus Mayor NYC. All right, starting off on that side platform.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Through all that pressure, Mayor didn't take a hit. Well, they're taking hits now, but you know what I mean.
Well, they did still take a hit for trying to get off, to be fair. So I guess the pressure did end up kind of...
Correction in the chat. Yoshi's has a final destination ceiling. Thank you.
Yes, the final destination ceiling and the SBF ceiling are the same height.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And PS2. That's the second highest thing in the... But yeah, it does have the highest platform with an FD ceiling. It's the best stage for ladder combos in the game, or killing off the top in the game, generally. And it's not even really close. I guess you could maybe say Northern Cave, because that stage is actually slightly lower, but of course the platforms are also the lowest in the game.
Danny's running a train right now, I just gotta say. I just gotta stop to say, those bullets aren't actually sending Mayor off stage, which is kind of funny.
Oh my god. This pressure from Danny has just been so hard for Mayor to get away with. These sour spot bears, though, could end up being punished.
See, this is what I expected after the last time we saw Danny.
Yeah. Especially with the more open layout. Maybe it's just because you've got more room to kind of maneuver around. Ooh.
Sitting at 193, still alive.
Just
Mayor
gets
NYC.
away from the platform. That with that much rage, that might have actually been death.
Ooh, that Bowser bomb. Not going to do it just yet. The next one might.
Great DI.
Both well into kill percent, and Bowser Dare is going to be the first thing to take a stock. Mayor NYC currently up 3 stocks to 2. Sitting on that top platform right now. I would not want to be there. Too high of percent for that final hit to connect. But it doesn't matter. Danny cleans up Mayor NYC's first stock, and both players are on 2 stocks now.
Alright. Just trying to look to get something. Lost ledge trapping. Yep, seeing it again here. Beautiful start. Just not really picking up these edge guards so far. Just kind of struggling with them.
Here we go. Bridge
Not anymore,
over to the side.
that's it!
No, not going to be
Beautiful catch. Not it yet. Oh, try to witch time and then grab ledge. Resurrecting some smash 4 tag there. That shouldn't have worked. No, that's not real. You can't do that. That's not real.
Boom, boom,
That's
boom.
a fire option. Alright, there you go. Dead.
Bowser to the top blast zone.
Indeed, the top blast zone, as we've established. Very high up and very easy to get. Oh, not very high up and very easy to get to.
Oh Okay,
beautiful
wow.
catch.
Mayor NYC
Yeah, just catching the startup of ABK.
Running off a platform with Fair, running off the main platform with Fair, taking the stock. Both players on last stock now.
They've both been very explosive, and Mayor's survivability has helped a little bit, but Danny's just been so good at kind of matching it. They're at even percents, which means Bowser's winning.
Good punish on that down air. NYC has the ledge, and with that forward smash, evens up the set 1-1.
All right. So this is interesting because it seemed like Danny knew about the platform stuff that I just talked about, and did a very good job generally of making sure Bowser Bomb didn't land on those platforms, which helped out. There wasn't any like kills that were too early, to be fair. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the stage pick is good, actually. Who knows?
I got nothing. I thought, well, personally, I thought that's where we were going to go, just because Bayonetta, and also like the Bayonettas that I've known in the past, they very much like to bridge these heavyweights to the side blast zone as much as possible, especially early percents, because it's just like a very easy way to take stage control and maybe even a stock. So
yeah, it just kind of
it's very easy to sort of like carry them over. So I was like, it's probably gonna be something with like narrow ledges. Sorry, narrow blast zones, and something they can get platform extensions on. So it was either gonna be like something like Town maybe, or Yoshi's was my thought. But then again,
I guess Lilat fits that description too.
Lilat absolutely does, but Lilat was banned.
Lilat was banned because it was good for Bowser, because the platforms and Lilat are so close together that like you basically guaranteed to land Bowser Bomb on those. But anyway.
So currently banned stages are Battlefield, Town and City, and Kalos. It is going to be Mayor's selection, and this will be the last game of the set.
And we were talking about, what was I going to say? Yeah, we're talking about how Bayo kind of carries people off stage, and that's kind of the difference, because that's basically the most effective way to kind of ensure that all your combos are, safe on hit, as Bayo, because of the compound landing lag. So that's kind of the separation, where like an okay Bayo will do like 40 in like a juggle, and then kind of go back down to the stage and not really get anything else off it. But a great Bayo will kind of do the first 40, see an extension, get the second, do like 70, and then carry you off stage, and then put you in a position to get the kill. That's kind of the big difference in terms of advantage state. What are we going to see here?
We are going to see Final Destination, same characters.
FD, interesting. No platform extensions, but a low ceiling. And a relatively okay sized stage. Just feels kind of big because it's flat.
Doesn't really help either player, in my opinion.
It's very neutral.
Okay, here we go. Last game of the set.
Oh, it's very neutral in this matchup. In a lot of matchups, it's actually not neutral at all. In the UK, where Mayor is from, there are actually a couple of regions that have FD as a counter pick.
Okay, not here though.
not here, no. That's definitely not standard.
Oh my goodness, Tough Guys threw it!
How? The armor on the up smash. Why did you try and hit him?
That is such a way to start the game. So Mayor NYC currently one stock up, 3-2. Only taking 36%, very early lead.
Yeah, immediately running to the other side of the stage, try to catch Danny approaching with the flame breath. But in doing that, kind of ends up cornering themselves and makes them a lot easier to edgeguard for Danny, getting looped all the way across the other side of the stage.
Yeah, Mayor took a lot of hits there.
Yeah, it's still unable to really get out of this pressure. finally resets,
Catching-
but not really.
So that is like the third
Danny's
time.
just all over Mayor
Okay,
right
I gotta
now.
say that's like the third time in a row that Mayor's gone for either like an upwards or neutral air dodge, and Danny was just like, "What are you doing? I have Witch Twist."
Like, it's very easy for me to catch up. What are you doing, Danny, for getting hit by Bowser down B?
What are you doing for getting hit by up smash again?
That's just one of those things where if you're not really looking at Bowser, like the down B or the down air can kind of annoy you. So if you're focused on your inputs and your combo routes, maybe it can catch you out.
That was a good
You
play
just
by
need better
Danny.
awareness.
That was a great.
Beautiful turnaround up
One,
tilt to
two,
get this
three, and that
amazing
will be
combo.
it.
Oh my god.
So I really like the way that Danny actually started that. Mayor was hanging on ledge, just sort of waiting for Danny to choose an option. Mayor knew that if they jumped off stage, Danny's legend vulnerability was going to expire. And no matter what option that Mayor went for, Danny was going to be able to capitalize on some kind of punish just on the landing. Getting back to stage.
Oh, beautiful edge guard again.
Fantastic ledge
You're
guard.
insane. That was impeccable. That was impeccable. We were talking about
I spent that
the-
entire final stock trying to explain the previous one.
We were
Anyway.
trying to point that out earlier. That's what a good Bayo does, is they kind of go for those offstage carries, and it seemed like Danny had almost figured that out towards the end there, and it just started to pick up these edge guards that they weren't really picking up before, and it just made them so much more destructive when they found the hit, because they were struggling to find that kill so often in the last two games. But that was just really a non-issue there, because they just realized they could go for these edge guards and these offstage carries.
Okay,
Right.
so next up is going to be hopefully Free. We don't know if they're back yet or not, so I'm going to go ahead and ping them.
Just a heads up in losers. Mr. Misfire is even with Peekaboo right now, who beat Michaelis. Black Steven Man beat Nexus. So we could see Mr. Misfire, Black Steven Man. Weil is playing Tree in
Free
losers
is here.
quarters.
And we are going to be joined by Doperman.
Hello.
Hello everyone.
Let me go ahead and turn Doperman up a little bit. Sounds good to me.
Okay, that's great.
There we go. Doperman is here, everybody.
I'll be commentating the rest of the matches today.
All right.
Let me see.
Jackie and Doperman are going to be taking over. I will be stepping out for a moment, but I'll still be here running stream. So if anyone wants to talk in chat, I'm still here.
Just silently helping us out.
I'm also checking on Smash G if everything is okay.
All right. So our next set is hopefully 5-3 versus. It's going to be winners finals, by the way. So it's going to be our first best of 5 of the night. 5-3 versus Danny. If we can't get that, we might look at Weil versus Tree, or maybe they've started already.
I'm going to
Maybe
pop
Black
in.
Steven Man.
5-3 is already in the lobby, so we're good to go.
We're good to go. All right, we're good to go.
They haven't checked in the bracket. But
Cool,
I guess
Danny-
they'll do it soon.
Yeah, if Danny could just rejoin the lobby, that'd be very cool. I don't know if you're in chat, but if you are, you know what to do.
Is Danny not the cat icon there?
Oh wait, yeah. Danny's in there. My bad.
Both players are in the lobby. We're simply waiting for them to complete their tasks on Smash GG. Both players are checked
That's
in.
perfect.
Cool.
So anyway, for people who are not aware, this is this new voice that you've never heard before. In fact, let me go ahead and update the information on who's commentating. This is Doperman,
Hello, everyone.
the guy who runs this stuff.
I run the tournament. I am the TO.
To be
I
honest,
am the tournament.
yeah, honestly, to be honest, hearing I am the tournament, I was just like, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I ran the tournament. I said, but
And
I am
I
with
will-
you, of course.
I will step out again and let you guys do your thing.
Okay, of course.
All right, thank you. And yeah, do you have any commentary on this Dopamine? I know you've been watching on stream. What do you think about these players?
I see that Pfeiffer is playing really clever. If things are starting to go bad, he takes a moment to step back and figure out some things. So I think he will maybe struggling at first, but later he will find some options that work best. And Dan is also a really good player, but I'm not sure I understand how they play yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, that is interesting because obviously this is a best of 5 set now that we're in winners finals. So maybe that kind of adaptation that we've seen from 5-3 is gonna play a much bigger role than it might have in a best of 3 set, and maybe give him the advantage a little bit. All right.
Okay, they're doing the nurse and just filling each other out.
Yeah, it's an alright start from both of them. They've yet to really find any real openings. Just looking for something and nothing yet. That's a terrible air dodge, but lives anyway.
Almost, yeah. So Dan is keeping him on the ledge pretty well. He got back on stage. We have Arsene now.
Alright, we do.
Oh,
And the up smash coming out.
that is so strong. I always get scared when I see Arsene pop up and every Joker player goes for that because it's so strong, does so much damage, kills early. Now he can
It's-
just keep adding on the damage.
Oh, just up tilts too early. That would have been the stock as well. That's very kind of heartbreaking to see because it's so hard for Bayo to secure those kills. Danny just still looking for something. Trying to find an opening here. It's good movement from Danny, like generally. But you can see 5-3 is just waiting.
This is the moment that Bayonetta struggles because she's already been lapped. She has to find a kill option. Then she needs to work again on the next stock. That was beautiful. Oh, he makes it back.
Yeah, Joker's tether's really long. And 5-3 still living. Got Arsene as well, so gonna live for a little bit longer. Gonna be very hard to edge guard with that recovery.
This is possibly another stock for 5.
Potentially, a back air is all that they need. And from that point, can you even really see Danny get too much back into it? Oh, there goes the down tilt. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that's amazing. He's so far ahead now.
Yeah, he's...
As Bayonetta being behind, what can you even do now?
Yeah, it can get so difficult and get really frustrating. And that's the thing when you don't have kill options. People can just kind of snowball on you. That second stock was huge. It made just how hard it is for Danny to kill is what effectively allowed Fae3 to take that second stock and just kind of snowball into the position that we see now.
And it's not that easy to edgeguard Joker as well because he has good air mobility and he has a really good tether as well. So Bayonetta can't do some edgeguards like she would on other characters. I
Yeah,
think.
and like we haven't seen Danny go for that too much. I mean, we've seen some really good SDI from Fae3 there. We just saw it now, where like sort of SDIing
Yes,
the
for sure.
AVK to force the Nair into center stage. So it's getting really hard for Danny to get these kills, and Fae3 also knowing that DI, making sure to not die off the top to Nair. Beautiful catch though.
That was great. Danny has a chance here. if he can keep it up, add a lot of damage with the combos, but also not
Yeah.
do any mistakes, because then he'll be gone. Goes for the jab
Indeed.
reset.
Oh, that. And you were just saying no mistakes, but still living just.
And now it's tough because if you add percent, now Joker will get his Arsene. You are one hit away. And
Oh.
even the up tilt.
Okay, moving right along.
Amazing.
Yeah, beautiful catch. Just kind of clutching it out towards the end. Danny kind of mounting a comeback, but Fae staying very, very calm, very collected, managing to just clutch things out. And we'll move on to the next game. What do you think the stage bans are going to be for Joker Bayo? I'd assume Joker doesn't
can
want
accept
platforms.
Check them. I'm not sure actually about the matchup, what stage they would like. It seems that Faithful has banned Yoshi's, Final Destination, and Kalos, if I saw correctly.
Okay.
And they're going to Lilat Cruz. I guess it's a pretty cool stage for Bayonetta.
Yeah, you've got the platforms to kind of extend your combos off of. You've got a very low ceiling and you've got a very low ledge to blast zone. But it's also a decent stage for Joker, especially because like the pancaking on that slant is like very real, and you also benefit from platforms a lot if you're playing as Joker.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, he's
Alright,
taking
yeah.
Another approach now. He's being a bit more back, taking notice of how Dan plays. Seems to be working really well for 5-3.
Yeah, whenever Fae gets a big lead, a lot of the time you'll see them kind of camp a little bit more.
So should I say 5-3? 5-3? How should it be? I'm
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I'm saying 5-3. I think that's good enough. Okay, this seems to be going really well for him. Marcel is now here.
Beautiful catch. The Arsene back air is just so safe, so strong, and Fae really good at abusing it.
So ultimately, fighting against a Joker, you want to take the stock either before they get Arsene, which is really difficult, but also have them in a position so when they get Arsene, you can keep adding some more damage so they lose it faster.
Oh,
That's really good.
beautiful frame trap. Just, yeah, going for the regular APK and not bothering with the second hit on the heel slide there. Just knowing that Fae was buffering air dodge. And,
The second
yeah.
hit was only focusing on the eye, but there's the F smash.
Alright. We're seeing the crouch come out from Fae as well to try and get under these bullet arts and some of the other stuff that Danny likes to land.
Back. Oh, he's not afraid to use the counter if he has any frame data for it.
Got any room for it.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful catch
Too
again.
many attacks he can do.
That reversal's got to be really frustrating if you're Danny. Just trying to find this kill for a while now. And was looking like they were going to take a decent lead, but again, that reversal just kind of getting in the way.
Yeah, now Pfeiffer can just stay a bit back, wait for an opening. And Danny has to really work for the kill. Danny's lead is not as behind as he was on the first game. He can even things out here if he can get the KO.
Hashtag not yet, that was the sour spot.
He keeps adding damage with no kill option.
Yeah, just needs a back air or something. Up till back air has stopped working now though. Maybe a throw, looking for a grab, maybe a jab would work. But 5-3 has to be near the edge of the stage, and that's one thing that 5-3's realized is that if you kind of stay center stage, Bayo's only really got one kill option, and that's back air. And that gets predictable after a while. Oh, the beautiful catch, and using all of that rage to their advantage. 75% dying off the side.
Oh,
Again, that small edge to blast zone on Lilat. Extra damage from Arsene. You've got Rage coming in as well. You've got a freshness bonus. All of the buffs combining for a very, very early kill.
So
If I
far-
say I ran across the whole stage because I wanted specifically that. Yeah. But you didn't go for grab that often, which is why Danny wasn't really expecting it. How many times does somebody run full stage and grab you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. This could be a solid 3-0 from 5-3. Danny's just yet to really find a grip in the set here, just unable to really get those kills at reasonable times. 5-3's defense has been very good, and it's been very hard for Danny to get like an edge guard or really any kill option. Like we've seen 5-3 kind of stay center stage during a lot of that last game, just because they know that there's only really one kill option Bayo has when you're at like 170 center stage and it's back air, and just knowing that makes it so much more predictable. Well, I guess you could do a smash attack, but like that's not real. And just makes it so much easier to deal with and rack up damage and just kind of snowball, and that's what we've seen. But if Danny takes the first stop, then can 5-3 do that? Can 5-3 win a game without snowballing off of Bayo's bad kill options?
Yeah, I agree, and I also kind of like this stage option because the other stage didn't really work out. Maybe you can do something on that city. I want to say that 5-3 seems to know the matchup really well, because as you said, all those things that you need to be careful about Bayonetta, she does them really well. Now Danny seems to have taken a new approach, and it's going much better.
Yeah, and Town, although the ledge to blast zones are very small and almost dying to it, but although the ceiling for Town is very high, the height of those platforms is really useful for getting those ladder combos. We saw Dan kind of go for them. 5-3 successfully just try and work the combo away from them. This disadvantage has been so good. The bats within coming in clutch.
Yeah. Saving Danny at the last moment.
Yeah.
Oh, can't even do the down air, you shit by the bullets.
Yeah. No armor on that down air, so the guns will just interrupt it. We've seen 5-3 use that, just sometimes gun at random just to interrupt people, throw them off their timing. What a catch!
I really love the movement there from 5-3, but he committed very hard on the smash attack and got hit. Seems to be really close. I'm not sure about the DI there. I think Dan could have lived.
Maybe, but like
When
when you get grabbed from behind and you're that far in the corner, like that's such a rare thing to happen. It's very well played. You're not really expecting to be hit by a back throw.
Yeah, that's true, and it's not like some other back throws that take a while to send your opponents. Joker just throws them. If you aren't aware, you can just DI wrong and just die.
Alright. Kind of resetting. We're in a very even position right now. Town and City means both players have a lot of stage to play with.
Arsene is now here. This will probably change things. How those two interact with each other.
Alright.
Okay.
Going up! Great
Yeah,
DI.
That
Yeah.
wasn't gonna kill on Town City, but it's a good way to add damage.
That wasn't really going to kill with that DI probably at all, to be fair.
Yeah. Pfeiffer was saying some tips to escape that on chat earlier, so he seems to know a lot about this matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
Still living.
Still living. These like beer verses and general movement with gun has been so strong. Just improving Pfeiffer's survivability.
And now you have to
overcommits,
take
but
stock.
just yeah, across the
Another
whole of
asset.
town, just about living. Danny's still looking for this kill. To Nair reset.
And it was much easier now after Sen for 500 the KO than Danny. Oh, she just walked up in the absence.
Yeah, it's when you're invincible, you don't really have the risk of going for an option like that. So a
Yeah,
lot of people go for stuff that's normally kind of bad.
Yeah, he was trying to make it wonder if she's gonna roll, if she's gonna jump, but he just up smash there. It was really good. I do that sometimes as well.
I like how Joker's gone, low profile's Bayo's gone. That's a good little matchup thing to know. Alright. Yeah, I'll send out again.
Oh, she dropped the
Bayo
combo.
combos again. Such good disadvantage from Fairfree so far, just about living. 120 though, these extensions from Danny have been on point. Still though, doesn't need much to get back in this.
She needs to work a bit harder to take a stop from 5.
Yeah, just overcommits, expected the bullet arts to save them, but the lean back on the Joker F smash.
That happened earlier too, because he did F smash and then he got hit by the up smash, but now she sealed it in time. Maybe Danny thought she could hit him again, but Danny has a lot more ending lag on the up smash there.
Yeah, just trying to catch Fairfree out with the same mix-up, but Danny gets punished for it. In the end, too desperate for kills and can get very frustrating. Loses quarters though now. Mayor NYC versus Mr. Misfire, which is a bit of a rematch.
It's not exactly a rematch, it's a rematch of characters.
Oh, right, it was Fleecy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Fleecy earlier. So Mayor will have to fight another Luigi here to move forward. I was watching that match, he was doing pretty well actually, battling Fleecy.
He was, and he's seems to be kind of familiar with the matchup. As you probably should, you know, when Luigi comes to your region, everybody gets inspired and wants to
We
pick up Luigi.
2 Luigis from UK today.
We do.
Two
We
good
do.
as
Two
well.
good ones as well. Yeah, I always love to see the Luigi duo whenever I can. It's a shame we haven't seen that yet, but one day. I don't know if you ever seen footage of the Luigi duo, but it is
Is it a specific one or any details on?
just any Luigi duo. Luigi duos are hilarious because they don't have it. No one has any end lag, and like
Yeah. And
they can't run away from Luigi because
Cyclone.
they need to be in because they're Luigi.
And the Cyclone
So-
always do their combos,
Yeah,
I guess.
it's
Okay,
a great
Mayor
matchup.
hasn't checked in yet and tag them.
But yeah, good advice from Fairfree there. Just knowing that this like smash attacks will beat bullet arts due to like priority. So if a Bayo is gonna like smash attack on shield and try and use bullet arts for safety, you can just use your own smash attack.
Yeah, that's true. Danny was also doing better and better in each game. So maybe if they replay on grand finals, it would be more close, like last game was. Alright, let's see this match. Maur is coming, I think. And Weil also said that unfortunately they have to go, so whoever wins this goes directly to losers finals. Weil was waiting at losers semifinals.
Is Mayor aware that they need to be playing? Hey, there they are. Mayor has arrived.
All right.
I step in just to say that I'm stepping out. Bye.
No,
Oh, they don't beat it with
Stop
parry.
them
What
doing
happens
the
is they
dash.
get more lag from the bullets. Oh, what if you clank? Okay, so even if they interrupt your smash attack with them, just spamming F smashes. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So what? Do you just keep mashing F smash until it works? That's funny. All right. Yeah, Mr. Misfire versus Mayor. MyC Mayor obviously knocked into losers by Luigi, if I remember correctly.
Mayor lost to Danny.
Oh wait, no, wait. Mayor lost to Danny. Mayor beat Fleecy.
Yes. So they are a bit favored in the matchup, I would say.
Fleecy lost to Wobble, if I'm correct, who had pretty good losers run, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I'm
just
seeing it.
credit to them for that. And who else had a good losers run? I think Trees had a ridiculous one, going all the way from losers round 2 to losers quarters, winning 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a DQ. 4, 5 sets, which
That's amazing.
that's insane.
Let's take the match for now.
Let's look at the match. Yep,
Yeah, we had some.
we are in.
From what I gathered through the chat interactions, I think they know each other, probably play often as well.
That's always fun to see because it means they're going to be like super in each other's heads.
Yeah, they have advanced the rock paper scissors of their own play styles. Like you would expect some options, but they know the other player already knows them, so they do something else. Then they keep changing.
Oh, that clank was weird, but Mayor NYC prepared for it.
And now that I've seen maybe.
The
that's
catch! The hard call out. We were just talking about how they're in each other's heads. That was insane. Alright.
Yeah, if you play with someone for a very long time, like maybe you know, oh yeah, she's gonna jump there.
And again! Oh my god! How does he know?
So I'm wondering how.
Shock dressed
is
in Bowser's
that
body, a vision
spikes?
of the future.
I'm wondering how it determines when it spikes or when it just knocks them away. Because before it spiked, but now it threw them away.
Yeah, there's a sweet spot in like the middle of it, I think.
Okay, that was really good overall from now. So much
Yeah, and the
damage.
flame breath's coming out as well. And Mr. Misfire just desperate to get back into this any way they can, but unable to, and the Bowser back air is going to take it at 86. Dominant 3-stock. I mean, the first stock was pretty even, but from that point on, it was just all Mayor. And
Yeah.
that was dominant. The catches and... Yeah, it just completely in his head.
Mr. Misfire was just struggling to keep up, but he was only taking more damage.
Thing is reads like that can kind of like... They can force you to panic. Just play a lot worse. It can be really hard to kind of recover from that. Especially because you can't really like... You want to get in immediately and keep going. You can't really slow the game down. I expected nothing less. He's taking it in good stride though. Mr. Misfire. Ready to go straight back into Mayor NYC. Looking for a rematch. Looking for a little bit of redemption. And we'll see what stage they go for. Could go for a low ceiling. PS2, pretty neutral in that matchup, I'd say.
I think Mr. Misfire needs to play a bit more, bit more campy. You know, like most
Yeah,
music.
it's
Just
hard to do
stay
that
behind, throw projectiles, and find a grab. Because if you can't get the grab, you can't really start fighting Bowser. You need to add a lot of percent to take a stock.
Yeah, you need to get in or get a grab, pretty much. But the problem is just that kill, Maya taking the first stock and then taking the second stock so quickly. When you're down 3 stocks to 1, you kind of have to approach. And then the third stock ended the way it did as well. As a result. And that's just what happens when you have a character like Luigi who isn't necessarily as great when they are approaching. Is that people can just kind of snowball on you. Because when you have to approach, they can just kind of wait for you and start kind of dismantling you as you try and get in.
Yes, that's true. That's also why having one more stock against Luigi is so good, and also Luigi being one stock ahead is so good because then he can stay back and wait for the others to approach him.
Alright, they went to PS2 game 1 and now they've gone to small PS2. And we're seeing a lot of platform camping from Mayor MYC, not willing to deal with it at all. Yeah, just... Alright, here it comes, the heavyweight 0 to death, potentially. Beautiful! Doesn't get the up B though! That's gotta hurt, but yeah, now they know that, or now Mr. Misfire knows that Mayor is at up B kill percent. The percentage lead is still huge. Getting a lot off this ledge trap, trying to get the kill anyway.
Better this time. Just need to hold on a bit further.
Ooh, called out the same option again. Very lucky to still live. Alright.
That's it.
Yeah, smart ledge trapping. And now it's time for Mr. Misfire to kind of hang back a little bit. You can see the fireballs start to come out. But the fire breath does beat it. You can see Mayor's matchup knowledge come into play. Another grab though. Is that the kill? No, too much rage.
That wasn't, but that was a lot of damage. Already lapped him in percent.
Yeah, that's huge.
Good now for Mr. Misfire. Now Maur needs to be the one to work a bit harder, get the stocks. Okay, they're both playing a bit more aggressive because they're at high percent.
Yeah, they both just want to find this kill. They can't do it when they're not approaching, and
yeah, that was it.
Maya gets it. Trying to look for a back air here, the flame breath. Gonna come in, but
I'll be there from the Nair, probably not.
You can do Nair up B, but I don't think at this percent. That is a combo, if that's what you mean.
I meant from Bowser's Nair, if you can appear to see.
Oh, right. Depends on how it's spaced, I think.
Oh, yeah. But the flame breath on the platform is really good, but she got below it after it started to disperse and got the KO with a tornado really good.
Yeah, just finds a way around. Maya just platform camping, but Maya is losing, so Misfire, as you can see, not really approaching that much either. Just kind of waiting for Maya to get in.
Maya to do any mistakes, to hang on the ground, and then to a grab.
Yeah, just tough guys through the fireball there.
He wants to take the stock. Doesn't want to get too much behind against Luigi. Another side B, that's not enough. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, just catching Mr. Misfire sleeping with the down air.
So this is pretty interesting now because Luigi can't do too many combos on high percent, so he needs to fight a bit to add some damage and then take a KO.
Yeah, looking for maybe a down throw down B right now, maybe a down throw back air. You can see Maya just kind of platform camping. Again, like, Misfire doesn't really have to
I'm
approach
not sure
that.
if platform camping helps him now.
Yeah, not when you're this far behind. And you can see Misfire's just not, like, really getting too aggressive at all because they know they can just get in. Oh, well, they know they don't have to get in. They can just not if they don't want to.
Oh, the south spot on the back air.
Oh, the catch.
That was really good. She landed that perfectly with a grab, with a plumber. No, how is it?
The plunger to
The plunger.
downer. Mr. Misfire
plunger.
straight back in it. You see why they were so eager to play again. And we are going to a game 3, and I think this set's been worthy of a game 3. Both performances felt kind of dominant. Misfire's performance was a JV2, and Maya got a 3 stock, so they're very much in each other's heads.
Yeah,
Very much
I like
capable
it.
of winning by quite a lot. So
I like
very
it.
explosive.
I like it a lot when someone maybe get 3 stock, but they are able to not let that get over them and keep fighting and get a game, or maybe even the set. We'll see. I think that's great. Because sometimes you feel really bad if you get 3 stock, but you can shake it off and keep doing well.
Yeah, if you can shake it off and keep going, it's a really nice attribute to have.
Okay. I'll stay a bit more stable. Okay. Alright, let's see. Game 3. As I said, the winner of this set goes to losers finals because Whale has to defeat unfortunately.
Yeah, so losers, winners, and grand finals. Cool. It's a good, just kind of throwing out Fireball. Kalos is normally a stage you pick if you want a platform camp, but Mr. Misfire immediately gets chip damage with the Fireball, so Maya has to approach. Important stuff.
That's a weird pick because this is Mayor's pick, right?
Yeah, and Kalos is... I think this is Mayor's pick, yeah.
Yes.
But Kalos is a stage where you can platform camp Luigi. Because he can't full hop to that platform.
Oh, she got stuck. That's unfortunate, but nice tech from Mr. Misfire.
It's also good for Bowser because if you get Bowser Bomb on those side platforms, it will kill very early.
Ah, that's true. That's not bad. Okay, they're both at high percent.
Oh, the landing
At
hitbox.
the late hit of the down air and take the stock captain. More of the advantage now.
Yeah, and this is the time where Maya can afford to plat camp a little bit. The nair to down B though, beautiful stuff.
Very nice, keeping it close. She keeps getting behind him when he does the flamethrower. I think it's a bit obvious. She keeps jumping towards him and then just does the fire breath. So Mr. Misfire is aware of that.
No.
Oh, another combo.
Here comes the combos. Beautiful. Oh my god. Beautiful
So much
stuff.
damage.
Can you tack it? Flame Rush comes right back.
You have to take some damage there.
You can see Maya getting more and more patient, retreating to that platform a lot, knowing it's really hard for Mr. Misfire to get in on him there. Speaking of that platform, it's not killing just yet. Ooh. Very even so far. They're both very much in each other's heads, you can kind of tell. Just being patient,
But
waiting
Bowser
things
is a
out.
bit better because he's very heavy. He can take some more hits, maybe. But
Yeah,
pretty much any hit on Mr. Misfire. Oh, almost.
Almost. Maya trying to look for this edge guard, but overcommits. The down B not killing yet.
Oh, amazing. Oh, another
Again?
one.
Another one. It's getting stale now. trying to kill with an up smash. Another down B. That's it. Surely. Yeah.
Okay, maybe he can close the stock early. Oh no, not even close. I'm not sure why.
Okay, the backer coming out.
I
Trying
think
to
he
flame burst, okay.
mastered the tornado too much and it was the aerial hit which is good.
Maybe. Ooh, trying to cover a lot of tech options with that down B, but not getting it. And the zero to death is coming out. Just there dodges out.
You couldn't do because you can DI away from the platform. Oh, they're both back. Oh, this is really close.
Yup. There with a lead and the advantage.
Oh, so much damage. Just wrong into it.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times from Mr. Misfire. Doesn't really know how to deal with Flame Breath at ledge. Can be very tricky.
She's just
Yeah,
trying to
Maya's
find
just-
something.
Yeah, Maya's just... Oh, beautiful!
Wow, that was
And that
amazing.
clutches it out. Yeah, I was gonna say, Maya was just trying to slow things down, wait to find an opening for that hit, but goes in, tries to find the kill, gets grabbed, and beautiful little combo from Mr. Misfire, who comes
was
back
good
to
knowledge
win the
because-
set.
Yeah, I want to say that was good knowledge because it doesn't work on many characters, so it works exactly on Bowser, I assume, or other heavyweights.
Yeah, and it must be kind of percent specific as well. Good knowledge and good recognition of the fact that a lot of these combos we haven't really seen teched by Maya NYC. So Mr. Misfire just knowing that Maya wouldn't tech that.
I'm not
moving
sure if
on.
you can take that high percent because you can't take ground combos when you get spiked on the ground.
No, but there was like a down air in the air spike onto the ground.
Yes,
bouncing up
you
and then up
can't
B.
you can't take earlier when you get spiked on the ground.
Yeah, but there have been some instances where like you can tell that because he like
Yeah, maybe.
Maya's like bounced up off the floor, so you can tell they could have teched it. But you are right. There are a lot of like untackable stuff in this game. All right. Moving on. Loses semis. Mr. Misfire versus Wild.
No, as I said, Wild can't
Oh,
play.
Wild DQ'd. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
so
so-
loses finals.
That's
I
unfortunate.
DQ'd them.
Yes.
And yeah, let's move.
Let me
there.
go ahead and update the scorecard then.
Yep.
I Mr. Misfire beating Maya to fight who knocked Maya out, which is Danny. So that's interesting in its own right, trying to avenge a fallen friend maybe. Bayo Luigi, this is the British matchup. It's a matchup where both characters kind of explode all the time. So it's going to be a fun one to watch. Make sure you stay tuned for it.
Yeah, it seems like Mr. Misfire needs a few minutes. Okay, sure.
Okay, I'm going to grab a drink quickly if that's all right.
Everybody remember to hydrate.
Everybody
That's really
remember to
important.
hydrate.
I have
We'll
a
go
bottle
and do
next
that.
to me.
You see, I've been drinking nothing but coffee the last, 2 hours, and that
Oh,
is
wow.
not good for you if you're trying to hydrate. That dehydrates you. So, I think
Yeah, you
that I
should
will also get some
Always
water.
drink some water afterwards.
I mean, water's good. Water doesn't have that caffeine content, unless... Hold up, I got an amazing idea. Give me a second.
So I want to say that Danny hasn't fought any Luigi's, so we'll see a new matchup today. So I'm wondering how well he can perform.
You know what? I just realized something.
What's that?
I just realized, I was like, you can put water in coffee and hydrate while you drink coffee. But then I just realized, wait, that's an Americano.
Yeah, put
But
it.
wouldn't you just dissolve the coffee?
No, put water in the coffee.
That coffee is already a liquid. It's already gonna hydrate you.
No. Coffee is
No, it doesn't.
Coffee is technically considered a diuretic. It dehydrates you.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'll put water in the coffee, and then it'll be hydrated.
You just made a different kind of coffee.
No, I was gonna say it canceled it out, and I'm like, that's what an Americano is. It's just water and espresso. So yeah, by the way, people, if you go to Starbucks and you're buying an Americano, you are literally just buying 1 shot of espresso or 2 shots of espresso and some water.
I rarely drink coffee.
You
See, I come from
You won't see a
Seattle,
lot
and
of
so Seattle is one of the only places on the planet where you can sit at a coffee shop, look across the street, and the exact same coffee shop is sitting right there.
We have that here as well.
Yeah, in the UK, nobody really gets Americanos.
Also, I used to work at a Starbucks, so
Oh yeah.
I've
Get a lot of coffee
never actually recovered. I feel like if I stop drinking coffee, like the crash that I will have will kill me.
The coffee is addictive. I mean, that's it. That's how it is.
I had a coworker telling me today, he's like, yeah, I had some green tea about like 2 hours before bed, and I just couldn't sleep until 3 a.m. Me on my 4th cup of coffee that day. I'm like, yeah, nope, it couldn't be me. But no, I do have some water now, and it is delicious. Specifically because I squeezed a little bit of lemon juice into it, and it is tasty.
Oh, you do that really?
A little bit. See, here's the trick. You put in like a little bit of lemon juice, and it's actually like a tiny little bit of salt, not a lot of salt, like a pinch. And it sort of cuts out the acidity, and it's actually pretty good for your throat if you're going to be talking for a long period of time, like commentary.
Ah, that's a good idea actually. Okay, it seems the players are in the arena. As I said earlier, Danny hasn't fought any Luigi's yet. In this bracket, of course. So I'm wondering how it will go.
Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting losers finals.
Yeah, it's also best of 5.
Yeah, we saw
No,
Danny. Did we see Danny grow into that set as it went on? A little bit. But it was just very dominant from Free kind of all around in terms of that 3-0. Had some time to recover now though, whereas Mr. Misfire has been playing a lot. Mental endurance a little bit down. That's gonna have a kind of bigger role, I guess. Danny's movement on platforms has also been kind of stellar so far in this bracket, which is going to help you a lot if you want to platform camp Luigi, which I suspect is what's going to happen. You're going to kind of want to poke a lot with ABK in this matchup and platform camp, pretty much.
I also assume that. And I have seen, I think it was a set Bloom against Luigi.
Luigi, yeah, Bloom Luigi.
So it seems Bayo definitely has tools to do well in the matchup. And I'm gonna see how Danny uses all those tools. Okay, let me check why they haven't started yet. Okay. We're starting on Smashville.
Alright. Yeah, so it is a small stage, which can benefit Luigi, but the problem obviously is that you can get platform camped on it. And if Bayo does get a combo going on SV, gets an extension going, that can be kind of rough for you.
Yeah, that's actually also my favorite stage against Luigi. Because you can stay most of the time on the center platform, on the one platform it has. And you're usually okay. Okay, going immediately for the grab.
Alright.
Combos.
Yeah, trying to start combos with forward air, but drops it. And Danny's gonna take advantage of that. Get a nice lead going here. Big damage.
Ooh, so much damage.
And again, just keeps going, waits for the tornado. Taking Danny all the way to 120. And again, the wait for the tornado, dude.
Yes. I think we're gonna see this a lot in this set. Just waiting out the tornado and then punishing Luigi.
Yeah, maybe we'll see something creative with that, like you start a combo and then you witch time the tornado and then you up smash Luigi or something along those lines.
That's a bit too extreme, but maybe.
Maybe.
So far, Dan is doing really well.
Yeah, just looking for this kill. Misfire all the way at 180. We know how Luigi can get these like very janked, very early kills.
Yes, Luigi can just steal it right here. But so far, Dan is doing fine.
These down tilts coming out. Look at all this extra damage, and they're both at kill percent now. The dash attack! Misfire's survivability, just clutching it out, and Danny again struggling, just not able to get any of these kills.
Yeah, that's against the bio factor. Now Mr. Misfire can go in. Isn't really afraid because he can add so much damage. Okay, right. the F throw finally for Danny. See, he's not that behind. He can still turn it around, of course.
Okay.
Okay, ready for the tornado.
Yang.
Oh, really nice.
Turnaround back there. Danny just runs out of resources, can't make it back.
Yeah, she hit him with a bit during the jump, and she ate his jump basically.
Okay, Mr. Misfire sitting at 113, but does have the stock advantage, and you can see Danny just kind of hanging out on that top platform, not wanting to deal with getting grabbed by Luigi at 0. Finally finds the kill, sitting at 31, well out of 0 death percent, yeah. Very early as well.
Keeps going off stage to try and hit Luigi during the side B. Hasn't quite done that yet. He keeps taking so much damage on the ledge. Okay, he reversed the situation.
Oh, beautiful.
The
up air there, but just unable to find too much off it. We're starting to see some bigger combos now. How's your DI? Fine.
Okay, that wouldn't have taken the shot, but really good damage nonetheless. Now she's trying to get him again. Not this time.
Oh, the down tilt grab. I forgot that was the thing.
Mr. Misfire wants to close it. Doesn't want to risk it more against Bayonetta.
Yeah, just poking with these fireballs, trying to keep Danny off stage, abuse the fact that Danny can't kill it, and just win these lost stock situations again and again. Danny just faltering at the final hurdle.
Danny risking it at the end. He can take some slower approach to take the stock, but it's also Bayonetta. You need to go for something big.
Yeah.
Mr. Misfire taking the first game. Let's see how it will continue.
Yeah, it just looked dominant. The survivability from Mr. Misfire was just really important, and Danny played well, but couldn't really get any edge guards, couldn't really get any stocks easily, and just kind of losing out in these lost stock situations, which is kind of the theme of Danny's bracket so far. If you don't get those early kills, if you don't get those edge guards, if you want kind of snowballing, then those sort of lost hit situations can be really bad for you. That seems like more that is a Bayo problem, but it's also kind of a problem with Danny in a certain way, in that maybe you need to calm down, stop going for all these risky options in situations that don't necessarily work out for you. We haven't really seen Danny work around this problem. I guess there was the Maya set, which did end quite well. For Danny, and that was mainly just because of the edge guards, and Yoshi's story was also a big part of that. I don't really know this pick. It is a low ceiling, which is probably why it wasn't banned by Mr. Misfire, and also this.
Danny also picked it against the Mayor's Bowser, which we said it was gonna be kind of bad, but he actually did pretty well. So maybe he's more comfortable here.
Yeah, I mean, we thought it was a good stage for Bayo, but a better stage for Bowser. But he was just very aware of how Mayo wanted to use that stage. For this, it seems like it would be easier to platform camp him, and also it's a very good stage for Bayo anyway. So I'm interested to see why this isn't banned. Maybe just because it's low ceiling. I can't think of any other reason.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna die. Unlucky, Mr. Misfire.
That's unfortunate.
Being betrayed by a Misfire, and
by his name.
His name.
Okay, so Danny now has the lead. She doesn't. She's platform camping a bit. Just taking his time to make sure he doesn't take unnecessary damage against Luigi.
Alright. 7%. You can see Mr. Misfire just kind of poking now. Not really that willing to approach, but neither is Danny, to be honest. Especially when you got the lead. But Danny finds an opening. Gets a solid 24.
Just takes some damage and doesn't really push it.
Yeah.
Because if he mistimes something, he can get tornadoed.
You can see just immediately retreating to platform camping again. And kind of waiting to find another
working out for him so far, but
yeah, it is. It's working out well, but Misfire only needs only one mistake from Danny to take this stock.
Okay, some more damage.
Okay, yeah, this has worked out really well for Danny. It's a smart pick. This is attack again. The edge guard, beautiful stuff.
Okay,
and
I
they
don't
both
think
die.
he needed
the stock trade's worth it. It's worth it.
It was nice.
It was nice, and it just gives Mr. Misfire less
He was going for that since game 1, since the first game. Just trying to get him during the side B, and now she got one. And Dan is looking really good. About to take the game, it seems.
Yeah, they're about to do it.
Oh,
it's fine. Yeah, just about living. That which time could take it though. Yep. Beautiful. Drag down there into an up smash. Kills. Nice and early, and the plat camping really came in clutch. I think we opened that up by saying it wasn't really a great great set of bans from Misfire. Yoshi's definitely should have been on that list. And we were kind of proven correct by that.
Yeah,
And
I
Danny, a lot better at securing kills that time. Obviously found the stock trade, found that drag down combo towards the end. So that survivability that Misfire has was a lot less relevant. And just how hard it is to... Or how hard it is for Danny to kill at times and clutch out those last hit situations wasn't really as relevant either. So that's just kind of how it feels like a Bayo game goes or a Danny game goes. It's just kind of like either you get those kills kind of early, you feel very comfortable about it, or they end up living to 180 and you die trying to go for a smash attack out of desperation because you've tried all of these different kill options and they haven't worked because your opponent's just been holding center.
Exactly. So it seems that he's working around not needing to do all the stuff, not taking the opponent to such high percent. And as we said, after each game he keeps getting a bit better fighting the matchup. So let's see, we have a small battlefield. I think this is a pretty average stage for both characters.
Yeah. It is. It's a good stage for both characters, to be fair. We have seen people try and circle camp Luigi on the stage, but at least on this stage there feels like there's like counterplay to that.
Yeah,
whereas on a stage like Yoshi's, I don't know what you do.
Yeah, because you have a tech on the go. Oh, thanks. Very high.
How's you Oh, beautiful. 141, dying no matter what. And again, that mix up with the Nair, just
barely taking any damage. Now
as well.
More.
Yeah, and just securing those stocks when they need to is just so important for Danny that, like, that's just a huge win. Oh, the witch time on the fireball, but unable to really get anything off it. And again, a clanking with the grab. Didn't see it coming.
Mr. Misfire struggling a bit to find an opening.
Yeah, lapped in percent now.
Yeah, she keeps going after him, but you can't. You need to wait a bit on the Palutena to land somewhere, which isn't easy, of course.
Oh, the catch, the weight on the tornado, catching with an F smash, an early kill as well, and again, it's so important. A Misfire needs a 0 to death quickly, or else this game could be donezo as well. But it is Luigi, so 0 to death isn't really that hard.
He has shown that he knows how to do the combo. He keeps getting hit by Danny everywhere he goes.
Yeah, just trying to apply pressure, but Danny's just been meeting it every time. This is really smart from Danny. Just hopping all over, and just like the fact that you can stay in the air so much means it's so hard for Luigi to grab you. Mr. Misfire just really looking for these grabs but unable to find them at all. Having to go for all these rising aerials that just aren't as rewarding. Can't recover either. Ooh, just about living. No, misses the tag.
She didn't have a jump. That was really tough. Sometimes you can get hit by the side B from Luigi to force him to waste his jump, and then you can catch him afterwards. So that was really good from Danny. I think he took it intentionally.
Yeah, well played. And Danny, we're starting to see from Danny now what we saw against Mayor NYC. Just finding ways to get kills, finding how their opponent reacts to them at kill percent, using that and finding ways to clutch out those kills at the right percents at the right times. And now just kind of a lot more comfortable doing that, and because that's really the only thing that was holding Danny back before, you can just kind of see these games flying by in a way that's a lot more dominant. You know, if Danny does win this set and they manage to do this to Fairfree, who won the last set so well purely because of how good their disadvantage was, how good they were at handling being at kill percent against Bayo.
That Danny could take the tournament. I think he seems to improve so much after each game. And, as you said, taking note of what the opponents do, how they react. So we're on Battlefield. I'm not sure if this is better for Luigi than Small Battlefield, but it's a different approach, I guess.
Yeah, it's a slightly higher ceiling, which I guess is helpful, and it's a wider stage as well, which might be what Danny's looking for. Yeah, DI as well. I thought they died for it, but just about living. And the witch time, that was great from Danny, and the slow walk as well.
So much with the witch times. Just taking the stocks, not really having to get him to high percent.
Just knows when Misfire is going to throw out a button and is using that to find those kills a lot earlier, rather than just doing what we saw maybe in the first game, which was kind of just throwing out smash attacks instead of confirming into them out of a witch time.
Exactly.
Tab coming out now. And its damage is racking up again.
I think that's much better for Mr. Misfire to side being go from the bottom, not trying to be
had that air dodge read as well. That could have been another stock. And we're seeing the witch times on these fireballs as well. We've seen it kind of consistently now. It is a very slow projectile. And that's something that Mr. Misfire has to watch out for. It's going to make it way easier for Danny to kind of maneuver around. Because if Luigi can't throw a fireball, how are they really going to stop you from going wherever you want? Especially when they're that flowy.
Overall, Mr. Misfire tries to escape the combos with the cyclones and the air dodge, but and then the grab.
You just needed to charge it for a bit longer and they ended up dying for it. Danny just using the invincibility that time to take the stock nice and quick.
Mr. Fire just wanted to get the grab, and now he was a bit too late. Got hit by the apple.
Yeah, Mr. Misfire was just so desperate for that grab. If they just waited a little bit for the invincibility to end, they could have got it. You're talking about Danny, who's very frustrated at that point, just desperate for the kill. So it would have been a lot easier to get the grab than it would have been in any other situation, as long as they didn't just go for it whilst they were invincible.
And Danny's so well right now. Oh, and I don't think Mr. Misfire wants to keep going.
Either Mr. Misfire rage quit, or I think Bullards may have taken a jump.
That also may be it. But I think Mr. Misfire also knew, I don't think I can take this game. Danny's doing so well.
Yeah, just kind of conceding, and just seeing the game slipping from him and kind of accepting defeat a little bit. And Danny, after some trials and tribulations, is back to face Fairfree. And all these improvements that we've seen Danny make to their ability. Yeah, all these improvements that we've seen Danny make to their advantage state, to their ability to secure kills, it's all gonna come to a head against Fairfree, who is so knowledgeable about this matchup and this character that until now, they've had answers to all of it. We shall see. Will Fairfree
need to work a bit more, not to be overconfident, even though he won a 3-0, because I think Danny's doing better and he's warmed up as well.
Yeah, Fairfree might be going in with cold hands. hasn't had to deal with as much problems in terms of like mental endurance. Danny's might be, waning a little bit right now. Might be running out of energy a little bit. But Fafri, ready to go. Had a nice break. Been able to watch these sets go by. All right.
Let's see.
Let's see. We got a.
I'll check the stage since I have access to it.
I will go on Smashed here.
Okay, we're going either Battlefield or Pokemon Stadium. It's Battlefield. I don't think they played Battlefield before.
Yeah, that is an interesting pick.
So let's see how it goes. I see Danny keep changing the Bayonetas, going from Bayonetta 1 to 2 every other game.
Okay. Yeah, they're both just kind of being patient. And you can see that one of the first things Danny's done is be a lot more willing to not approach Fairfree when Fairfree decides to camp. They both just kind of took a second. They were like, oh, you're not going to go in? Okay, we'll play.
Since Fairfree so far is a bit head on being more patient, but sometimes took a combo from Danny.
Yeah, that SDI has been so good all tournament. And in the last set, it was just so helpful and so important when it came to avoiding these combos and these long strings. You'll see from Bayo.
Then
We're starting to see Danny adapt a little bit more though to the SDI stuff and use moves with less multi-hits in them.
just use percent on his full capability, take the stock before he runs out. Because afterwards it's also tough for Joker to take the kill without herself. Of course it's not as tough as Bayonetta. Oh, there we go, as I said. Now
Alright.
we need to work a bit to find the KO. But Fairfield defenses are also better than Mr. Misfires, so he may be able to last longer. He doesn't push his random buttons on disadvantage, he doesn't air dodge.
Beautiful.
With
Yeah, I love that Nair combo there, but there's just nothing coming off of it. And you're seeing Fairfree kind of wait for these like witch times that you're seeing Danny go for. Not really working out. The ledge trump coming out, dying at less than 90 after hit. That's got to be frustrating if you're Danny, and we're seeing kind of the same thing again. How did you miss that? Oh god. And Fairfree's been so good in these clutch kill situations so far. It's just so hard for Danny.
Danny needs to find his footing again after this game. Of course he can still take it, but it seems Pfeffer is doing a bit better.
Yeah, it can be really frustrating to deal with what Danny's had to deal with so far. Another great frame trap. Starting to get some big damage now. Even things up a little bit.
He needs to fight the Arsene as well, which is really scary. I think so much damage just from the gun.
Yeah, just waiting, being patient. Gotta play really careful, especially around that Arsene back air. Just going for a raw F smash there.
It was from a tomahawk.
Yeah.
We've done it.
That was also good.
just waiting in the corner. So many people want to dash out the corner, roll out the corner, jump out the corner, but referee just waits, knows you're going to do something unsafe, punishes accordingly. Very calm, very patient towards the end, and just kind of harboring and playing off of that frustration that Danny must be feeling after struggling so hard to secure those kills.
Yeah, this is tough actually. I'm still expecting for Danny to keep it close, to take some games maybe, but it seems Pfeiffer is playing so well, doesn't take risks, doesn't lose stocks early. Danny needs to work a lot harder to prove himself on this matchup. Let's see, Town and City, I think it was the game 3, which was the closest game they had last set.
Okay.
Okay, they are doing the same thing, doing some nair, some guns, some pistols. They both have.
Same game about to win. Coming in clutch.
Very
All
nice.
that wide space to work with on time.
Maybe Danny needs to camp out the Arsene. I'm not sure as well, but
It depends
she
because
deals so much damage with the Arsene. It's really scary. Yeah, this was much better because as soon as she got Arsene, she added a lot of damage and she got away.
It's interesting. I mean, like, you do get a lot out of hitting Joker with Arsene. In terms of like getting it to go away, the jab's gonna be huge. No second Arsene for you, and kill secured at a pretty reasonable percent, all things considered, or at least without necessarily taking a lot of damage for taking so long. Speaking of a lot of damage, 30 done straight up, and another catch on the edge guard. The weight, but the Arsene invincibility saved him.
Arsene actually saved him.
Oh
and she
my
took the stop.
That's gotta be frustrating if you're Danny. Daylight robbery
You
right
were
now.
so confident out there. Danny was. Now it's troubling.
Oh, misses that nair again.
Okay, it seems a lot better for Dan now. No Arsene. Adding
That's
a lot of
it.
damage.
No, not yet. Great reaction to the DI mix up there. Good DI as well.
Yeah, Pfeiffer knows too much about this, it seems. Another Arsene. You don't want to see that. 2 Arsene in one stock.
Yeah, that's what happens when Joker lives to 140. Oh, goes for F-tilt, but it's not really a kill option yet.
Oh,
Tries the F
almost.
smash. 1 Arsene back air and it's all undone.
Just waiting it out.
Oh, the DI onto stage, just making sure they don't die.
Oh, they're both on very high percent.
Okay, there you go. Oof.
Yeah.
Finally clutching that stock out, waiting at the invincibility. All they really need to make the most of this is just one good opening.
And Pfeiffer keeps doing that. He stays away from Danny until they approach with some bad option, and then just goes in and gets a grab. And excellent back air there.
Danny came so
Almost
close
the
last
combo.
game. Yeah, just missing these combos now, getting kind of desperate, just throwing stuff out. Trying to slow things down.
Again
be calm.
waiting outside of Bayonetta's range.
Yeah, Danny's basically just saying, hey, I'm winning, you approach me.
We have no platforms though. Okay, that's great.
449. Oh my That was almost it.
Pfeffer just wants to end it now with Arsene before he's gone.
Ooh. Just looks for the jab. That's not killing yet. Not enough rage for that. The back air! Beautiful! And for the first time, Danny's clutched out that situation against Fairfree. That very high percent last stock situation dealt with really nicely with a sweet spot back air. And Town Blossom's also kind of coming in clutch. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Seems a really good stage for Danny for this matchup. It worked well.
Just having all that space to play around with.
Yeah, using the platforms as well. Okay, let's see where we'll go now. Okay, we are going to small battlefield. Okay, I think that's a decent stage. I think this will benefit Joker a bit more because when Arsene was out and if Danny wasn't already in advantage, he would just stay on the platform, stay away. Now it's a bit smaller stage, not too many platforms. Maybe he will need to fight him up close, and Arsene is really good at that. Pfeffer weaving in and out is really good. She does it so well. Amazing.
Yeah, it's just hard for Danny to get a grip. But once Danny does get a grip, Danny does 54 and counting.
Now we have Arsene. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, just trying to keep Fairfree in disadvantage, but unable to. The Arsene's just huge. It means kill percent is just so early. Trying to go for combo. Yeah.
Oh no, no jump.
No jump. Oh no, just
no,
has the
there
double
was
jump.
a jump. Okay.
Alright. Still living. Just about spot touches that S smash as well. That parry was beautiful.
Okay, that looking pretty good because there's no Arsene on site.
Yeah, just still getting a little bit desperate for these kills, trying to fish for this witch time, Fairfree, not falling for it. Just ready with a grab.
And Fairfree just waiting for an option, not just going to do something immediately.
Oh, yeah, just Fairfree was talking about that before. You can just keep F smashing through it, and eventually it will work. Because the bullet arts add extra lag.
The F throw not enough.
Oh,
this.
Yeah, this is gonna get frustrating now for Danny. How much can Fairfree make the most of this?
You don't want to see the second Arsene. To close the stock.
Good. One Rebel's Guard and that's it.
Hey, why not? The jab would have done it.
Would the jab have done it? I don't know why Danny was so scared to go for it. Ooh. Yeah, just crouching on the bullet arts, not scared of it at all.
Danny's a bit afraid. Oh, getting him with a gun.
No way! That, if you're Danny, that's heartbreaking. Again, just trying to commit to these big mix-ups. These huge plays, just trying to get all these call-outs on Fairfree, but Fairfree's just patient, not falling for any of them. Not panicking. And Danny kind of is panicking a little bit, kind of desperate. Looking for some kind of kill option. Unable to find it. And this story that you've seen over and over is happening again. No!
Okay, Pfeiffer is just feeling themselves too much, just trying to get good read.
Yeah. A couple of the missing inputs now. Pfeiffer is willing to just sit back. I've got 2 stock lead. You're going to approach me. Danny responds with 31% and counting 65. That's just an
Now
Arsene.
Arsene is back.
Oh, not yet. Now Pfeiffer's looking for the kill to finish this off. That's it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it.
No,
Oh,
not yet.
not yet.
The pivot walks for Pfeiffer. And the up tilt. That's it.
Amazing.
Good work.
Good capitalization from Fairfree, and that cheese was just, especially after the up smash that just missed. That's heartbreaking. We are gonna go into game 4, and the question is: are we gonna see Danny continue this promising streak, or is Fairfree gonna close this out now?
Seems it's hard for Danny. He needs to be ahead constantly in the game. He can't fall behind too much, otherwise it's getting harder and harder. And Fairfree knows so well how to capitalize, stock advantage, and adding so much damage and using Arsene to its best capability. So let's see. We have Battlefield,
Fairfree's-
we've got the
Fairfree's
first
matchup knowledge, and after what? Yeah, five games now. Fairfree's knowledge of Danny is just, it's huge, and it's just kind of compounding now. And this good disadvantage state, I'm talking about good disadvantage state, as they've just taken 90. That was phenomenal from Danny, almost getting the kill. Come out of the blocks, firing. He wants to immediately take this stock.
doesn't want to deal with Arsene anymore.
Yeah, kind of plat camping a little bit now, slowing things
that-
down just to get away from it.
Oh, backer though. Just waiting out for this. Oh no! And after all that, just to get dead stamped, backer. That's so
Yeah.
frustrating. But good stuff on Pfeiffer as well, knowing that yeah, he's doing all that and then he's gonna wait at the ledge as well, using the last bit of Arsene meter just to take the stock so early.
Yeah, and we saw, like, Fairfree just has a complete read on some of Danny's habits right now, and it's getting really hard for Danny to find his kill, just kind of mashing back air, goes for an up throw there. You don't really want to pummel when Joker doesn't have Arsene. You only really want to pummel when Joker has Arsene.
That's
That's
actually,
important.
yeah, that's actually good to know.
Alright. Trying to find his kills, still looking for a back air. Goes to
Stuff
Tomahawk
goes
grab,
half a
yeah.
second Arsene now.
Nah, another nair, great tech. Fairfree's amazing disadvantage state continues to frustrate Danny. Oh, trying to catch a roll in, but just knows it's safe too.
Pfeiffer doing so well. He's also getting better and better fighting Danny.
Oh,
Oh, that was
Danny
really good.
not going all the way out.
Yep, that's it.
Finally takes that first stock. Got a bit of a mountain to climb in terms of the second stock. Big percentage deficit. But very capable of doing it. We just haven't really seen Danny make comebacks from this position yet, at least not against Fairfree, and part of it is because of that. Fairfree's so slippery in that disadvantage. It's so hard for Danny to get everything going.
Keep escaping. Now we'll have Arsene.
But Fairfree keeps finding, or Danny keeps finding openings. As good as Fairfree's disadvantage has been, Danny's just pushing that advantage to the max, constantly finding ways to get another combo started.
Danny's doing very well right now. Oh, it's the FT though.
Alright,
Okay, no left jump this time.
yeah, just doing well. Oh, trying to get the kill at a disadvantage, and it's Fairfree who's struggling to kill right now. And Danny, you almost got the cheese, but not for long.
Closed it with a back air.
Needs to kill quick now. Guns trying to stop any chance at an ABK. Feels like, yeah, Fairfree's very good at just waiting out these witch times.
And he's
Always
not
goes for
even
grab every time. He's not even like,
yeah. He doesn't do anything that could trigger, you know, bad within or put him on a bad spot. He just waits out Danny to do a defensive option and then punishes it afterwards. Okay, he needs to take the stock. Oh, that's it!
there you go.
That was
Nice
perfect.
catch. Yeah, just taking out the ledge trump and going for the down air. That's the kind of catch that Danny has been looking for all this time. Oh,
Oh, falls out of the jab.
yeah, but the ABK gonna come in
He's
clutch.
doing really well right now.
Yeah, this looks like it could be an interesting comeback, but no!
Oh my, that's so
Fairfree
strong.
says, no, you don't get your comeback.
Yeah.
I'm going to down air you, I'm going to cheese you, I have early kills and you don't. And that is the end.
Oh,
So
That's so
good
tough.
at recognizing those openings, hasn't missed a single one. That's
Every-
devastating. That's brutal from Fairfree. And
yep.
what a way to end grand finals of EUBC midweek drills number 157.
Yep.
That's the one. All right, so counting it down, in first place we have Fairfree. We still don't know how to pronounce this name. Second place, Danny. Third place, we have Mr. Misfire, and in fourth place, Weil. GG's.
GG's everyone. Really well played. Very fun bracket to watch and commentate.
Very cool to have
but-
Doperman on commentary this week as well.
That's what I was about to say, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
As
Yep,
though
thanks,
Doperman
everyone.
isn't always here in spirit. As the TO.
I'm always here now. I'm here talking as well.
Well, it was cool to have you sit in, man. Alright, so that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you everyone for playing. We will see you all next week, same time as usual.
Yep, see you around.
Yep. Bye.
Have a good one.